Shun, you get first. Go. Hazel has bared down on you. Her eyebrows have slanted down. Her teeth bared. What are you doing?
So I'm going to use my 30 feet of movement to sprint. I'm also going to bonus action dash, so 60 feet. And I want to, when I get around a corner, I'm going to cast as an action disguise self and just become like part of the crowd.
Okay.
And just nonchalantly start walking.
Hazel.
I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray.
Jesus Christ!
Fuck everybody!
You got to murder 3 people? What the fuck?
What's up, Augie stat block?
Sapagi. Looking.
Dang, you got a 62, man?
Yes.
He leveled
I
up
am.
to 6. He soloed a giant croc.
Oh, what?
I did. That's true.
See, you're gonna find out because
You ditched me when you went to the fire plane.
previously.
It was accidental. I didn't mean to. Okay.
Previously
I can't
on
control it.
Quest Accepted.
That's true.
Augie and Hazel dove down into the oasis to secure a lantern stem, one of the fins scales on the back of a ghost fin crocodile, while Shun and Sabhir headed up onto the cliffside to survey the oasis area to see if they could find some signs or indications of where the killer might be. As you all made your way to your respective spots, Augie and Hazel immediately found a ghostfin crocodile. Hazel decided to act as a distraction while Augie slowly slithered his way through the water, just threading the needle of that blind spot on the croc. Hazel, as an giant seahorse, decided to be a distraction by floundering down to the bottom. Lo and behold, what a distraction she was when she burst into flames and got the full attention of the crocodile as she disappeared into the elemental plane of fire. Augie took this opportunity to collect the lantern stem and swim the hell out of there real quick. The crocodile followed, and was ready to set pursuit, but decided to, attack Augie, who then redirected the attack to another guard, which the crocodile then took underwater. Shun and Sabhir,
I saved him. Why would you leave that inconclusive? I went in and I saved him and I killed the croc. All right.
Because that's where we
that
cut.
is way-
That's where we
It's
cut.
important. It's important.
I thought you sacrificed that guard.
No.
You know, he went back in. He was stricken with madness for a second.
That's true.
From Sobnu's sacred crocodile, but he went back in for him. Because Shun didn't take the spores, only Sabhir and Augie heard somebody being attacked. You guys, Shun and Sabhir, noticed where there was a significant outburst in the crowd, and you dashed in between tents to find a Earth Ganassi who had been wounded, almost mortally, but not before Sabhir could get there to save her life and make sure that they could ask what's going on. There was an attempt on her life. 2 arrows narrowly missed her head, and Shun set chase running towards the cliffside into the dwellings that be in the cliffside to find the would-be assassin sniper. As you ran towards the cliffside, a seeming victim, fell from the windows. A red-scaled lizard folk. You quickly found out that this lizard folk was actually the person sending out the arrows trying to silence the Ganassi. After capturing them, bringing them back to the temple, and everybody reuniting, Sabhir went back to question the victim and found out that the actual person that attacked her was a fire Ganassi. So it would seem that there are more conspirators at large. As you all congregate once more before the temple entrance. Sifu stands there telling you that they're going to take this lizard folk into the High Council chambers to question them, which you are all invited to join. Hazel bursts once more out of thin air, in flames, back from the elemental plane of fire. There are people meandering. The crowd seems to have thinned a little bit, though there are still some onlookers that stay around. Guards have been spread out into the oasis looking for the fire ganassi with a nose ring, lines down her eyes, and short fire hair, and crazy eyes. And this is where we pick up. The scene is yours.
Hazel.
Hello.
What's up?
Welcome back.
Was I gone long?
No, actually.
Couple hours.
Must have been about 10 minutes, probably.
Was it longer for you?
Oh, I had a full day. Yeah. Yeah, Holly and I, we walked around. We went and saw a lava fall, you know. Had a picnic. Really just enjoyed ourselves. Had a little time away.
That's so nice. Yeah, yeah.
It was much needed. You know,
Hazel,
fresh.
roll a d8, please.
Okay.
You lose that many levels.
I don't have any more to lose, unfortunately.
Hazel bursts into flames
Here's
and
an idea.
dies.
Let's see. Ah, here it is.
Consumed by
Okay.
lava.
Hi, I rolled an 8.
Not good.
I mean,
Is that a good
hopefully
thing,
that's
or-
good.
Okay.
Oh no.
I want you to reduce your HP. You took 4 points of damage while in the fire plane.
Oh no, I thought that was my happy place. How rude.
It is.
Super full.
It is your happy place.
It hurts me.
However,
Ah.
you have been. The last few times that you went into the fire plane, it was very momentarily. Usually, some kind of fire elemental needed some assistance, and you were able to heal them with your magic of some sort. You are slowly finding out that as a wildfire druid, you have a special connection to the fire plane, and you are a sort of keeper, protector, warden of the fire plane. Some of the responsibilities involve dealing with nefarious beings there. So the smoke creatures that have been haunting you, they originate from the fire plane. So part of the adventure in Hazel and Holly's day off in the fire plane was spent hunting down and killing some smoke creatures. You succeeded very well, managed to have your little picnic by the fire lava cascade, but that is a little extra something that you did while you were there.
Me
Back to you.
getting all kinds of stuff done. Were you able to get the scale, Augie?
Sure, yeah. Well, I did. Got the thing. Currently, a Loxodon has it. I didn't get his name, but he had the lantern, so I thought it made sense. And I did kill the crocodile, which put me into a bit of an existential spiral. But turns out there's more than one, so it's I didn't kill like the only sacred beast of the oasis. That's good.
But yeah.
Yep.
That is good.
Okay, you
Oh,
know, I
and there was
kidding
a
about the
murder.
whole tail thing.
Oh, you were.
Yeah. I thought it was the only one too. Now I feel better. My conscience is relieved.
Well, all right. I don't know how to interpret that, to be honest.
Well, hopefully it's not like a sacred animal.
I think it is, mate.
I don't know.
It's-
It was pretty ugly. So
Well, you know.
sorry, but it was. I mean, I had to distract it as a seahorse, but I still gotta look at it. I was pretending not to, you know, but I saw it. Its little eyes flashed at me. Ooh.
It's a lot, sure. Well,
Okay.
there was also murder. Was it just one?
Well, if you count the body in front of the dais, then 2.
2.
Oh, 2 murders
Two?
in.
Attempted murders.
So,
Attempted
oh,
murder.
Oh,
2.
howdy ho, 11 viewers.
1 full
2.
murder, 1 half murder.
Oh, so.
Sorry, I was focused on the crocodile situation, so I didn't catch that it was attempted and not
I
fully
just saw
successful.
11 people walk by and wanted to say hello.
So, in 10 minutes while I was gone, 1.5 people got murdered, and you killed an animal of serious importance.
Aye, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
See what happens when you're not around. Hazel.
Yeah. I didn't realize that you guys needed me this much, to be honest. I kind of thought I was the one who was always getting into stuff, but it seems like
I thought so
you
too.
get into a lot of stuff when I'm not around. So,
Yeah.
It was planned stuff, sort of.
Yeah.
I guess the half murder wasn't,
or the full murder.
but that one happened when you were
leader.
around.
Oh, okay. You're talking about the one that was. Gotcha. I thought you meant
Yeah,
an additional 1.5
No, my apologies.
murders.
I guess the
happened.
crocodile, if that counts.
Ah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha. Well,
Yeah.
hmm
Fair enough.
thank you for catching me up on that. So,
Sure.
so what is our plan now?
They currently
We're
want
supposed-
us.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Sean, go ahead. I need to take a breather.
You go.
No,
Okay.
no.
There is an interrogation that is about to happen. We are all going to be congregated in the same place, so if something terrible were to happen, it's going to be there. And someone is still on the loose. Yeah. And we also still have to complete the ritual on the mountain. So that's on the plate.
Lots to do then.
Yeah.
Aye.
I never. It didn't really like paint the picture until now. If someone were to desecrate a holy site, would a ritual do it?
With a ritual, is that what you said?
You asking Sifu?
No, I'm asking the party. Sifu. The party talk.
So if you,
Step aside, old man.
so the question is,
I'm in my 40s.
you-
I'm not that old.
consecrate a place or to desecrate a place with a ritual
An
work?
old energy.
If there were
Wise energy.
if there were a holy place to do a ritual in order to consecrate somewhere else, and there was another person that is in play, and also trying to get an unholy idol to another place to desecrate it, would they not choose the ritual site?
I'm going to reframe it just so I'm sure that I understand. Is that alright? I'm a person who wants to desecrate the land, and therefore I should think that the best place to do it is at the ritual site where consecration happens.
'Cause then we cannot consecrate it.
Oh,
Alright.
Yeah. No. That pike with the body on it was clearly a distraction. So
But it
you are-
did contain desecrating elements.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But they are still going forward with their plan regardless. So
True.
yeah, I think that was part A to get us off the trail, or at least buy them some time. The one that is still out there has the idol that is going to do something, and we have to stop them. I also agree that a place where a ritual would occur would probably be the most likely place to find them.
But hold on, if I recall correctly, and I go through my little notebook where I was sketching that strange vision from last time, and I pull it out to the group, this sort of whole situation with the ritual, it looked like a ritual sacrifice. Is that right? Was I misinterpreting that? crazy person.
The idol?
The original murder.
Right, yeah. What the person was remembering and projecting through the mushrooms.
They were carving something, is what I remember.
They were
Okay,
In the-
they were carving something.
they were carving
In the
something.
tent, they were carving
Yes.
an idol. And if I remember correctly,
It was twisting branches.
It was what they saw was a skull, like a twisted skull, like figure of some sort, is the way that she described it.
Okay, I knew twisting was in the word.
And they were covered in blood, or the idol? So there was blood to it, I think, right?
Yes.
Somebody was
the-
described as
They
bloody.
were covered in blood.
They were covered in blood, and they were covering the idol in blood.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So it
And
seems
that's
like
one of
part
the ones that we
2
already found, or not?
Was that?
Is that one that we already found, or not?
No. This
No.
is.
Okay.
You found a number of other things. This is something completely separate that has not been put in play yet.
Okay. Right. So if that's any evidence of, if what we've already found is any evidence of desecration being successful, independent of its location, I'm not convinced that you need to be at the location of consecration. Although I would agree that it's probably more potent.
Yeah. Either that, or that is part 2 and part 3 is coming very soon.
Oh, sure.
It has to be at a location, most likely. It's not just going to be random, or else they would have done it outside the city. Like, what would be the point of coming in and doing all of this if they didn't have to be
Yeah,
here?
it needs to be on the ground at the very least, I guess.
Yeah. So,
which is why I think
Why-
it is at the
why do you
ritual
ask?
spot.
So you think that at the top of the mountain, that's where we need to be?
Yes, but now I believe for multiple reasons.
So then, what do you suggest?
I think stopping the intruder is probably at the forefront.
Oh,
For
you
the other guy is tied up and ready to be interrogated.
Well, they're gonna
Unless
go
that's
do that now.
Yeah.
Well, they can
Unless
interrogate,
again,
and then we
that is
can
what they
interrogate.
want.
I defer to you, man. If you want to split up, you know, one of us can stay with the interrogating party, and the others can go do the mountain exploration consecration ritual.
Oh, hold on. Sabir, you are supposed to complete this ritual before sunset?
Aye.
So then would it not make sense that if this was a defiling of Sobnu, that would also be the time in which they were to, I guess, enact their plan? So they are also perhaps on a timetable. Maybe we do have time. This is just a shot in the dark.
I think they would just have to play defense at that point. If they successfully defile the ritual site for consecration, they just need to be on to make sure we don't get there.
Either way, whatever you end up deciding to do is the most important. You are the only one who seems to be able to cure this miasma, or whatever it is. So, whatever we do is just support at this point.
Okay, you can come back in, Sifu. I have a question for you. How many people would be interrogating this lizard?
The entire High Council of Sobnu, all the priests, Nashara's entourage. So the 4 of us and Nashara's 7. And you 4, if you care to be present.
Do you not think it is weird that everybody has to interrogate him?
That is what I am saying.
It is not strictly necessary, but we do not understand the nature of or the purpose behind this. So each representative of Sobnu should be present. Perhaps Nashara's pack may not be necessary.
I understand. No, they should be there.
And
I
maybe
or
Tashir could
at least
stay out.
one. Well, my thing is that you only have 2 ears, so at most you can only listen to 2 people.
He stops for a minute and then just kind of like
That feels
go
like
on.
a
I
saying.
think.
Okay.
That makes
Listen
sense
to me.
to me.
See if all of us were to talk to you at the same time, would you be able to make out every single question?
Let us try.
No,
Okay,
we don't need
okay,
to try.
so-
I can.
so
if we
why
were going to be
exactly,
talking to
If we're
if I were to
talking
have
just saying that I
just
don't
a
think we
question
all
about
should be
Sobnu,
inside of the sample at the
I
same
think
you
you're
know,
time.
supposed to
like
take
why
turns,
is here?
but I
He
don't
is
have a
crag,
question to
It's
ask
just
you, so I
crocodile,
think
that
I'm
you
and
gonna
also
have to jump in if that's-
vulture, and you see what I mean?
Oh my god, Sabir is right. Now let us do 2 people at once. Augie,
Just
Sabir,
two.
go.
You know, we can take turns speaking.
That would be helpful.
I
Then
would
only
assume
one
this-
person should be asking questions.
It feels like I was having a stroke just now.
So
Were
do you want
Do
that?
you need medical care?
No,
Need a tent by yourself?
no,
You're old.
I'm not that.
You seem very old.
All I am trying to say is that maybe only the heads should go down there to investigate or interrogate, however you see fit. However, everybody else should maybe, especially if one is just out there in the shadows, in the whim, ready to strike. Maybe not have all the important people in one place. Especially if the guy can only listen to one person talking to them.
Or maybe just take turns. Pick straws or reeds or whatever you have at your
I see what you are saying. I will take this under advisement and pass it on to the rest of the leaders.
That means no.
Probably.
Well, if you all get murdered, don't come calling us.
Well, they
But
can't,
it's
so,
not
yeah.
entirely my decision. I should
True,
say.
true. Okay, if all of you but one get murdered, don't
There we
call
go.
us.
Now it works.
Okay. That's all we're saying, because, you know, oh my gosh, he accidentally gets captured. Oh my gosh, now you're gonna all interrogate him at once. Oh my
Friends.
gosh, what is someone to do?
I'm just a little confused, if you don't mind. So your concern, Shun, Sabir, you seem to share a similar one that I'm not quite sure I understand. The important people, or the important people, are all together interrogating this person, and the concern is that something can happen. We're there along with them, as not only in efforts of interrogating, but also, you know, keeping an eye on security to a certain extent. It's just our natural way. So I'm not sure that the essence of the problem is a problem if we're present.
Well,
You're
you
from
know,
the sea.
Augie, yeah, you go ahead, Sabir.
You ever seen a ship sink?
Sure, yeah.
What happens to the people?
Well, usually they drown. Well, some of them get away. Lots of them don't.
Does anyone ever turn into a seahorse?
I think
Probably.
not. I probably, but I haven't noticed the transforming of it.
That's a shame.
I
It
like,
really helps you
I
not
like that
drown.
we're doing analogies. Okay, here's my turn. So, Augie, you're from the sea. You don't know what a chicken is, do you?
I do know what a chicken is. We don't have them underwater.
Oh, tuna? Tuna. Imagine you build a house
Yeah,
for a
sure.
tuna. Ah, no. So a
Uh-huh.
chicken, right? You build a coop.
I think you're talking about an eel.
Maybe. Is that the chicken
They-
of the
they-
sea?
Well,
I think a duck is a chicken of the sea.
they're more
I was
like,
always told that tuna was the chicken of the sea. Ah, whatever.
in terms
Okay.
of presence.
So,
But in terms of stationariness,
Sure.
I think an eel is more akin to what you're aiming for.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Like an
But,
eel
okay, I
and a
will
chicken
use-
or anything alike.
What came first, the chicken or the eel?
Yeah. So let me use the land example.
Sure.
A chicken. You build a home for it. You call it a roost. You put hay. You can collect eggs and things, right? Typically,
Sure.
with your chicken nest, right? You have roosters. The roosters will be there to protect. But when a fox gets into the hen house, because they are all there,
Sure.
even if you have a rooster in there, it's going to go for them first. So if
Sure,
we are
except-
all there along in the hen house,
But
we are
we're
all
not
there ready for the
roosters,
fox.
and they're not chickens. And a fox, it took two of you to take out, in relative comfort, the lizard folk that is now tied up, and then it'll be the four of us against one clearly unhinged. What were they? Fire genasi?
Well,
The-
you're assuming it's only one.
Yes.
I mean, I am assuming that we have all the information we need to face this challenge. You're not wrong.
You see, that
that-
never seems to be the case with us.
It's true.
There
guess
always
that's-
seems to be more.
You are learning lesson 2. When you think you have all the information, you are absolutely fucking wrong.
Okay,
I
also,
don't-
for
Go ahead.
instance, you've been bringing up the Northern cult, right? Time after
Sure,
time,
yeah.
you've been bringing it up. That is okay. We have had dealings with the Northern cult, right?
Mhm.
And back in Sagen, they had a big fucking gun.
Yeah.
BFG
Yeah.
for short. So that thing shot us out of the sky. What if they have another one and you just put a giant target with a bunch of people in one place?
So you're saying that it's possible that this person or group of people may blow up the temple?
Possibly.
Maybe.
The door has not yet been open.
I-
What better way than a battering ram?
I guess in my mind that they don't need to wait for that to happen. But fair.
The other thing that we aren't even talking about.
Especially so sorry, go on.
The other thing we aren't even talking about is what if genuinely there is no threat? They don't care about everybody. But this is still a distraction for time. Again, like back to the piked body. That feels like a
seems-
distraction, not so much part of the plan.
It
Something else is
seems
going
to
on.
me, right, they're going to great pains here to be surreptitious and obfuscated in how they are navigating whatever challenge they're trying to overcome or whatever it may be. It seems like there's something of value that they want to access, and to do so they need to desecrate, because otherwise they can't be let into the temple, and whatever it is they want is inside. That seems to me more explanatory of their behavior. Destroying everything, it seems unnecessary to desecrate anything or be surreptitious in how they are acting.
That
You
is
show
looking
up with a
from
battering ram, or you show up with a cloak and dagger, and they've shown up with a cloak and dagger.
But you're looking at it like they're just trying to destroy. They are not trying to just destroy. They are trying to corrupt wholly.
I'm not saying that they're trying to destroy, that's my point. I think that they have a different aim, such that the collection of important people isn't an inherent goal of theirs. I think that may be like a pleasant sort of, oh, how convenient if we can manage it, but I think their aim is beyond the temple doors.
Oh yeah. No, agreed.
Well, in that case, I mean, maybe we should also take the advice that we're giving and not all go in to interrogate.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
comfortable with that.
Sabir, you are the one who needs to go up the mountain. Who do you want to go with you at this point? That is what the question must be. If we are not all going at once.
If Sabir's going up the mountain, I'm the only other one who has consumed the mushrooms. I suppose I'll stay in the interrogation room, and the rest of you can go with Sabir.
We can do that.
You want to
Sophia?
stay by yourself?
I'll take pillow.
Oh,
Fine. You, Sabir or Shun, which one of you took care of Pillow while I went to the fireplace?
We both
True
did.
story.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
We
yes,
actually found a fantastic hedgehog retreat. She's having a wonderful time.
Oh, good.
Yeah, getting her
Good.
nails done, having her spikes sharpened. It is great. They are taking very good care of her. And I just like look at Hoggy like, motherfucker, I swear to God.
I'm just like, oh shit.
Make a deception
Pillow-
check.
Did Pillow die?
Hazel, is that the mountain?
And then I just start booking it to where we left.
Sabir, I'm coming with you.
Okay. You have one chance to answer me, and I mean it. Did Pillow die?
No,
No.
she's at a retreat, and I gotta go pick her up.
I would like to roll whatever I can roll. Insight.
Against
I'm
me,
pretty
my
sure I'm
modifier's,
being lied to.
Roll for insight.
I feel like
My
this is
modifier.
Ah!
Matt's
Hold on, I
modifier.
dropped my dice on the ground.
Shun and
Oh no!
Shun or Sabir, you get to roll deception.
Hazel shooketh.
However,
I have a
given
+3.
it's I'm gonna say that because of the behavior, it's a disadvantage. But only one of you gets to roll it, not both of you.
Oh, well, I already rolled mine.
I already rolled mine.
So
Okay.
disadvantage. Which of you wants to give your number? No coordination.
I mean, I find it funny to give mine.
Did you get
Well,
that
you
20?
didn't even say anything.
All right.
Well, I said look at the mountain, but no. No. You go for your deception check. dude.
Listen, she's gonna be the one killing me. I don't want Sabir to have my fate in his hands. He should give me the help action to negate it, because he did the thing. I argue this, GM.
Do you think that was helpful?
She has
I
full
think-
health
I think
and
that wasn't-
spells.
I
We
think
are
that wasn't
fucked.
helpful. I don't think that was helpful.
You
Okay,
know,
You're both acting very suspicious. I'm gonna say
Don't be
I'm
suspicious.
gonna say you can do either Shun or Sabir can do a straight roll.
I have a +3. Please let me do it.
Go for it.
Okay, I
As
rolled a
Sabir's
14
running
plus 3 is a
off, I'm just
17.
I rolled a
17.
15 plus 6, so that's a 21.
Ooh.
Pillow.
Hey.
You're not gonna
You
be
rolled well.
on insight.
Pillow is not.
That's okay, because I can outrace you.
Not if she turns into a
Um,
panther.
Yeah, you do realize I get wild shape, right? You can't outrun me.
In a city I have more familiarized with myself with, and I can turn invisible.
I can too.
I mean, that's fair. I don't know how
So
that
we won't be able to see
helps
each
you.
other.
The bad thing is that I'm also running for this mountain.
As Sabir's running, I use the mushrooms
And I
just
can't
kinda
run as
shout out at
fast.
him, hey man, don't forget the lantern and all the stuff that the Loxodon has.
Can't talk now.
turns out we're more afraid of Hazel than a doomsday cult.
Apparently.
Okay, wait, so
Pillow is
Pillow's
not at a retreat.
This much you've gleaned.
Alright, that's it.
I gotta go pick her up. Bye.
I am casting.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I use my action to
She's
dash.
casting
I've already said I am sprinting.
initiative.
I am-
Everybody,
Yeah.
everybody's taking an action. We're
Wait,
initiative.
can I go first since
If you roll
since
high
I-
enough in initiative, yeah.
I would like to say that this was a surprise.
Fine.
I'm with you on that one, man. Yeah.
I did not roll high enough. I know it.
All right.
Alright.
What's your initiative roll, everybody?
Alright, I guess
18.
I'm in it too.
13.
9.
19.
Okay, Augie goes first.
Wait, 19? Sorry, 20. I go first? Okay, well I did the mushroom message to Sabir, and I look at Zephu, confused about the environment that just occurred, and I just go, I guess I'll be joining the interrogation with the rest of you. Should you like to start walking over?
If you would like to follow me, yes, we can. And
Sure.
some of the pack, some of Nashara's pack, come and they grab the lizard folk and they lift them up, and so they're kind of like on either side walking him, and you got two guards with them as well. Augie, you notice as they're lifting him up and he's moving, his shirt's a little loose after having been jostled, and his packs are a little loose. You see this black marking underneath, like his collarbone, just kind of sticking out. Goes a little bit up his neck, and it looks like it's some kind of artwork,
Like more of a necrosis or more of a tattoo?
like a tattoo.
Okay.
And you notice that it's a little distinctive, but it's underneath his clothing.
I'll take a note of that in my head and mention it when we got him set in the interrogation room.
Cool. You guys
Actually, as we're walking, can I say one more thing to the guards? I guess.
sure.
Make sure you check them proper. You know, there's always arcane things that you need to watch out for. I'll help you if you need. I've got a bit of an eye for these things, not too much, but that's all I got.
Yeah, you can help them out, or they can help you out. Would you like to roll investigation?
Yeah, I'll do an investigation.
You get advantage with the guards helping you.
Let's go. Well, thank God for advantage, because I rolled trash. Actually, even with advantage, I rolled trash. It's gonna be 14.
14's not bad. We'll come back to you in a second. Shun, you get first. Go. Hazel has bared down on you. Her eyes, her eyebrows have slanted down. Her teeth bared. What are you doing?
So I'm going to use my 30 feet of movement to sprint. I'm also going to bonus action dash, so 60 feet. And I want to, when I get around a corner, because again I'm heading toward the mountain. I'm going to cast as an action disguise self and just become like part of the crowd.
Okay.
And just nonchalantly start walking.
There is
like down a side street.
There is enough. So there's no like buildings or tents between you and the cliffside, between Hazel and the cliffside, but there are the statues and shrines and stuff like that. So there is enough to kind of break a line of sight. Go ahead and make a just roll to hide, roll stealth.
+8. Natural 20.
Natural 20, 28. Okay.
Natural 20.
Sabir. Or Shun, anything else?
Before I had left, as I was sprinting, I said, I'm gonna go pick her up. Okay, bye.
Okay.
And that's it.
Sabir.
Pray to whichever god will hear you.
Action dash. So I got
Solid.
70 feet of movement, and that's basically it. That's all I can do.
He books it. Hazel.
All right. Well, even though I guess I don't know which individual is Shun anymore, right? Because he disguised.
That's, I mean, you can try to look for him. Like, get creative. Whatever you try to do.
Well.
If only y'all had taken the mushrooms.
We'll see what happens.
Thank God.
I was going to, and I probably will. Anyways, I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray.
Jesus Christ!
Fuck everybody!
You got to murder 3 people? What the fuck?
Okay.
Hey,
Who are you targeting with Scorching Ray?
Hazel can't get
Shun?
to prison.
And Sabir.
Okay. Sabir is
That's so much damage.
okay. Goddamn.
You guys should have told her you were hurt.
You run. Here's what we're gonna do.
Shouldn't have lied. I don't like lying.
You
Oh my
run
God.
30 feet. 30 feet's enough to get you past the obstructions so that you get a clear view. You can see Sabir clearly. He's running towards the cliffside. You don't see Shun, but what I'll let you do is roll a perception. Now, here's the thing. Your perception needs to beat his 28 stealth.
Well, that's not possible for me. I can only go to a 26.
Oh, thank God. Then, in that case, you don't see Shun.
Then
You
I guess
have-
innocent lives are dying today.
Oh God, no.
Dude,
What? Fuck!
This is on
we
brand.
just did a whole manhunt for a murderer, and now you're gonna become one?
Okay, who are
There.
you? Who are
It's
you?
okay.
Who are you targeting
That's-
with these scorching rays?
I don't.
Well, now I'm irritated that Shun did this. Instead of taking my scorching ray like a man, he decided
What?
to hide. So I'm gonna send 3 scorching rays in the direction that Shun ran, and I am going to aim them at any 3 individuals who have the slightest difference about them. Like they're like maybe not in the same outfit as everybody else, or like if I don't know,
Okay,
just something that I
okay,
would think
all
that
right.
even though he's disguising himself, he may have missed like
Here's
Does anyone
some
have
detail.
counterspell?
here's what we're gonna
I
do.
look exactly like them.
Please?
I need
Okay,
to.
well,
I need to.
that's
Here's
unfortunate.
here's what we're gonna do.
Then 3 people die. Can
Roll-
I yell out first? I'll be like, Shun, show yourself.
No.
Save these people.
Here's what we're gonna.
Christ.
Fucking hell! Thanks, Densky. Okay.
Welcome
Here's
to the
here's.
chaos.
God damn it! Here's what we're gonna do.
Should
Shun,
have killed my pet while I was gone.
I need you. Shun, I need you to roll a d20.
Well, he's missing.
This is supposed to be a fun gag. I forgot that
add
no one
anything?
was on the mountain.
Nope.
You forget that Hazel is a
11.
fucking cold-blooded killer, dude.
11.
Yeah.
Okay. You had to roll an 8 or higher. With an 11, your first scorching ray, boom, slams in the back of an unsuspecting human. Her shrieks of pain and fire pierce the space around you. Guards start moving in towards her, towards you. Where are your other 2 beams going? Still for
Well, I've already
Shun?
hit-
Still for Shun?
I've still. Yeah, I've already
Shun,
hit someone.
roll another
I'm
d20,
already in
please.
trouble.
She also said to Sabhir.
In trouble. You murdered someone,
14.
dude.
I know.
14.
Well, maybe not murdered.
Hazel,
I don't know yet.
your other scorching ray blasts Aloxodon's ear and just just bursts his ear, just like he's doubled over in pain. And you just hear pain.
You hear the hyenas.
Did you guys hear that? Did that go through?
Yeah,
I did.
I heard that.
There we go. I tried to do an elephant trumpet. Guards start moving in even more. Where is your third beam going?
I'm still going to try to hit Shun.
You
Okay.
said Sabhir.
Shun,
No, but then you irritated me by hiding. So I
Shun.
redirected them once I found out. That
roll a d20.
Fox's tail says BBEG Hazel, let's go. And you know what?
16.
I see it.
16. You said 16?
16.
16. Hazel,
These are
you're,
just straight d20 rolls, right?
these are just straight d20 rolls.
Yeah. But
We're basically I'm employing the mechanic of mirror image for you.
Oh, cool.
Like
My flesh image.
yes, flesh
Yeah,
image.
yeah.
Because you're in the crowd, I'm using the same principles.
What's the name of the?
The
what's the
lowest
name of the
roll, you're just
crowd
grabbing somebody.
of the people that
Innocent.
the Ishkatari.
What about the Ishkatari?
Is that who's being shot right now?
Yes, the tribe, the Oasis people. Well,
Ishkatari shields.
the last one hits one of the guards that's helping the lady put the fire out.
Oof, Jesus Christ.
Um,
Hazel.
Are they alive?
God.
Don't run. You know.
roll,
Fight.
roll.
No.
Okay, so let's do
No need
this
to fight,
actually.
you psycho.
Let's do this.
At
I
this
said I'm
point,
going to get hit.
I'm
going to get her.
100% sure you've killed Pillow.
Make an-
so
make
I
an-
yelled, I'm going to get her.
Make an attack roll to see. Let's. We need to even determine if you hit these people. So make 3 attack rolls.
All right.
Alright, it aims at these 3. Right.
14.
14 will hit the villager. Roll damage.
Jesus Christ.
I think.
11.
Shun, what's your AC?
I think they have at max 10.
Commoners have 4 hit points.
4.
That one's dead.
Roll.
doubled it.
Roll to hit the other one.
Yeah. That's right.
Oh crap. Oh, sorry. Roll to hit. My bad. 15. Yeah, 15. Is that right?
The Loxodon dies. His head gets burnt off.
Sure.
Roll to hit the last one.
24.
24 will hit. Roll damage.
You know, I never roll this well when, like, I'm trying to kill something that deserves to die, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, this is unfortunate, you guys. Oh, that's
Oh, this is
9.
9. You hit one of the guards. The guard is still alive,
Invisibility
though.
cloak.
That's fun.
Oopsies.
That's really cool.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
Look what you did, Shun! You killed all these innocent people!
I do not respond. I do not respond, and I keep running. Or I keep
Straight up,
walking
that is
nonchalantly.
Villain
I'm
dialogue.
mysterious and nonchalant. I just keep going. I'm like,
Everybody, you see everybody start freaking out except one individual that seems to remain
well, then
nonchalant.
I freak out. Following the crowd.
Everybody starts panicking and running.
Gotcha.
Guards are coming to you. One of them's gonna try to tackle you to the ground.
That seems totally fair.
That's in that one. The second one's gonna try to tackle you to the ground.
Karate chops him in the throat.
Fuck me.
Also, welcome Densky and Mackenzie. Those are my students.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, nice. Yeah. Does a 9 beat, like, make an athletics check?
This is insane.
Or acrobatics?
Honestly.
The Mad
Welcome.
Hatters.
13.
Fuck yeah.
13. Yeah, two guards try to wrestle you, you just knock them off. More guards are coming. Augie.
You know, I'm fully imagining Hazel's like hair is like on
Funny.
fire, Super Saiyan styles, like, and she's going full Broly. You know what I mean?
This
Like
does
that's
look
the vibe I'm getting right now.
Her hair
Yeah.
does become
Disturbed and Buckethead's playing in the background.
Yeah.
her hair does become emulated when she does like cast magic and stuff like that.
Oh,
Sometimes
she's
It's
like
fucking cool,
Phoenix.
man. It's truly terrifying.
you just
Augie
killed
might-
2 people and severely burned and maimed a guard. People are panicking and running in all directions. Augie, we're gonna go back to you. You start to look through the contents that are getting collected from the lizard folk, and this scene starts taking place. You can either go through the contents of what's being collected or act in the scene.
Augie,
And I didn't think that I would have to use this here, but
this is crazy. This might be a rift moment, guys. Like,
Wild.
you know, we had some interesting tension going on between Sabhir and Shun when we got here. It was like really cool and strange, and this is just like, how does Augie reconcile this? Alright, he's gonna turn into giant form Augie. Activate his giant form. One of his 3 uses. It's his 3rd use. And he's gonna run over to Hazel and try and restrain her. He's gonna try and grapple her.
Okay,
and
contested
try and,
athletics.
like, stop her from casting things and stuff. Alright.
Alright.
Contested athletics.
I rolled
Damn.
pretty okay.
I did not. I rolled
I have an
16
idea.
total.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You rolled 16, Augie?
Yeah.
Hazel?
8.
You are grappled.
Oh, thank God.
Anything else?
Come on! Help me! Let's kill Shun! Kevin!
Is you already killed someone or maybe multiple people? What?
That was an accident! I was just trying to hurt Shun!
I'm gonna like just turn around and put my like full weight on her into the sand so that she's facing the sand and make sure that her face can breathe.
Okay.
And I'll just be like, okay, I got her. Get your clerics, heal the people, please. Fucking hell.
Do I still have the mushrooms?
Yes, you have the mushrooms. No, you don't have the mushrooms. The only people that have mushrooms are Augie and Sabir.
Okay.
You didn't take them. You see the clerics running towards the civilians. Shun.
I am looking for Sabir. I saw where he's running, and now that the crowd is there, I'm booking it to him. I have an idea, but I
God,
gotta.
I hate PvP.
But you have to get him first. You have to get to him first, is what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. I gotta get to him. Yeah.
You can.
So wherever he's at.
Okay. You can remove. You can bring yourself down in the initiative order. If you want it, you can move yourself down.
I mean, so I guess for my turn, I want to get to Sabir.
You can do that.
That way I can do the thing. So
Okay,
yeah, I would take my turn to get there.
You find him, you get there.
Whatever I need to do. Okay,
Well, you ran 60 feet. Sabir ran 70.
Yeah.
So he's very close. You can get to him without even needing to use your bonus action.
Oh, okay, great. Then I see that Hazel's restrained. I guess are we far enough away?
She is grappled. She's not restrained.
Right, she's
Okay,
not
then-
restrained, but she is grappled,
then
and
I
we're
still look
both
like-
prone.
Then I'm going to grab Sabir like a pleading civilian and be like, "It's me. Okay, listen, we have.
Have
one
you seen a hedgehog? Have you seen a hedgehog lying around?
It's me! Okay, listen. You need to do what I say. I'm going to go get Pillow, but you have to make it look like she was possessed. It makes sense. It happened to you. It happened to Augie. I'm going to go. Go! And I'm going to push him and head toward the mountain.
Oh, right, the crocodile possession.
Sabir, you're up.
Are you a man or a man NPC? A male
what
NPC?
is? I'm probably going to be a man that's, again, just literally like looks like somebody changes a few features. Just whatever the like common denominator is.
You're very smart for just like an Ishkatari. Go get Pillow.
And I'll run. I'll run back.
Okay, you
British
run to
Atari, you're not bad.
you run to Hazel. You have 35 feet of movement, so you're within 5 to 10 feet from her.
Okay, I will do the whole like Chris Pratt thing. Be like, hold it, hold it.
Oh, everybody, she was possessed. She was possessed. It takes a true cleric of Sobnu to dispel this evil magic. Back, will be faced with the wrath.
Please.
Make a
Very dangerous.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh God, no! This is awful.
Persuasion.
Talk about going off the rails, huh?
7.
Not at all what I had planned for this session. 7.
There was a plan? That's nice.
Yeah, right.
You do not convince the guards that are now surrounding Augie and Hazel. They see Augie doing like the thing that he's need to be doing, but Hazel, you have about now like 7 spears pointed in your face.
A lot of spears.
And you see that there are clerics running towards the people. Let's see if they can do anything for the first one. The lady that you hit comes back to life, is healed.
Oh, good.
But what about the one without the head?
The Loxodon's head is burnt too far and is not able to come back. The thing about the Loxodon, though...
Oh, Trunks.
You guys see...
Nice.
This other, like, slightly larger female Loxodon holding, like, a smaller Loxodon. No! Caleb! Caleb! And she's just, like, running to him. His head burnt. This is the family of Loxodons that traveled with you in the group. Don't look, Tuki! Don't look, my son! And you see guards are trying to keep her back. What?
Elephants never forget.
Neither do I.
Oh, wow.
So actually, she runs towards him, and you see that she starts taking. She opens her pouch and she starts taking, like, plant material stuff, and she tries to create like salves and stuff, and she's trying really hard to like heal him. Yeah.
Nice.
With
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, she's
Is he,
just
like-
burnt brain matter.
she's like tearing, and you just after a moment you just hear.
That's good.
with my unused
Over and
bonus
over
action. With my unused bonus action, can I use Spare the Dying?
On the Loxodon father?
Yes.
No, he did.
You can make, well, you use
It's a
your
30
turn
foot
to get
range.
to Hazel. It's what? It's a 30-foot range?
Yeah.
Give
Nah,
him
you're-
a religion roll. Come on.
This could be cool.
All right,
It could help
Lazarus, this
derail
motherfucker.
the session.
here's what we're gonna do. Actually,
Oh. Guys, there's an actually.
here's what we're gonna do.
Actually.
Here's what we're gonna do.
This is so insane.
Severe,
Pillow's alive, by the way.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I rolled pretty well, and the only thing I got was that Pillow is
He's
not at
not
a retreat.
retreat.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I said
assume...
I'm going to go get her.
Yes, but I'm pretty sure you're lying to me.
About the retreat, not about going to get her.
But I don't know
From
that.
said lied retreat.
Plus,
You didn't
if you
s- you
didn't run, then you could have taken
It's
the
an
scorching
emergency.
ray
Shun
and
is
saved
nothing if not
all
fast.
these innocent people. They are all
crazy.
dying because of you.
This is not on Shun.
To be fair,
It's on
Shun did
Shun.
not grab a shovel when he started running.
Hey, it's true.
We would have buried Pillow if Pillow was dead.
That's not
We
okay.
would've
That doesn't
kept
make
her
it any
little
better.
corpse.
No.
You don't think that Shun would have been like, "Hey, first things first, your pet is dead."
I trusted you guys.
Yeah, and we kept. First off,
You don't have
How many
Pillow
times-
with you.
how many times has Pillow been left behind? I think a mulligan is owed on at least all of us once.
Yes, but to be fair, I think Pillow's dead. So
if
You
you
used your
a mulligan
used
is
your
owed
mulligan.
to everyone, you left Pillow on a cliffside. You know where she
No.
is. You didn't forget.
Yes,
well,
exactly.
I don't know where Pillow
no,
is.
Tiffany Hazel doesn't know.
Lisa
Um,
Pillow
Severe.
When
Plus,
I met
is doing fine.
Hazel,
Severe.
when I met
Kind
you
of-
guys, Hazel left Pillow by where a giant tornado of sand was attacking us.
Thank you.
So, like, you know,
Severe.
So, in my
Hazel's
defense,
just
I
doing a
didn't know
better
villagers
job.
had like 4 hit points. Okay, so that's
Okay.
just a thing I didn't know.
I didn't know commoners were so fucking weak ass bitches. They
did.
couldn't take a fucking
Now-
fireball
now
to the
we know.
face.
Every time we're fighting somebody, no matter who they are, they seem to have a 1 million amount of hit points that I have to get
You're
through.
fighting villains of the
Again,
it's
to
like-
be fair, this is the shit we deal
You're
with.
supposed to know, okay?
You're a person that has 100 years of experience living around these villagers.
Hey, I'm on Tiff's side on this one.
Absolutely
True.
not. Absolutely not. You've been
True.
level 1.
I-
You knew how
This
many
is
hit
all
points you had
Marco's
at level
fault.
1.
I was never.
That is the correct answer
I
is always to
started
blame
at
the
3.
DM. That is the only correct answer is blame the DM.
Yeah, I
I
honestly
guess
blame
so.
everybody else for everything that's happened this evening. Hazel did nothing wrong.
Um,
so.
This is where we say goodbye to Augie.
Sabir,
Oh my god, this is crazy.
you run towards
So good.
the Loxodon. You see this large, imposing figure that's weathered with gray hide and gold piercings in his ears. One of him just blasted off, and part of his brain just, or part of his leathery skin just seared, and like where his tusk goes, you can see that like the flesh has been peeled back from the fire, and they are laying there, bleeding from the other side of their mouth. You go out to cast Spare the Dying, and what does Spare the Dying from 30 feet look like?
Just emanating from my right hand, it'd be like a little sprite ball, almost like the balls that are floating around.
Mhm.
But then just like two tiny, like bluish white, like tendrils shoot out of the arm, kind of like a spider web, and they latch onto the body and basically hold it there. They don't allow it. Like if one of the orbs or one of the lanterns were to come floating out of it, the tendrils would leap up, grab it, and push it back down.
So the tendrils go into the Loxodon's body, and you see the lantern starting to form, coming out of its mouth, out of the Loxodon's mouth, and this striped claw, this ghostly striped claw, similar to one of yours, reaches out, claws into the lantern itself, and starts pulling it back in, struggling and like digging its nails deeper and deeper and deeper, pulling it back in. And as that connection is forming, you see yourself looking at a woman who's just been bolted in the back with a bolt of flame, and you turn to see your wife, who's slightly larger than you, holding your child and running, telling them to go and to like block the path. And then as you turn your head, a fireball strikes you in the face. You fall over, losing consciousness. You close the gap. And as you're looking down onto the Loxodon, standing behind it, you see this great big vulture in front of you, just staring you down. And you see it at like tilting its head at you and like almost asking you quizzically, "Are you sure?"
I'll turn around. Like time kind of slows.
Time kind of slows. You can see like you're on one side of the Loxodon. On the other side behind is the wife, and she's like putting salve, like trying to put salve on like the burn mark. And you can see the son just like pulling on his hand. The son's there just like pulling his hand, begging him to get up. And you see this giant vulture behind the female Loxodon, the larger female Loxodon, staring you dead in the eye and just going, "Are you sure?" Like they're not asking you out loud, but you get that sense, that quizzical look is what you sense from it.
You don't know how much I want to see this. Or at least on another Elephantine. But he does not deserve it. He stays.
The vulture takes flight, flies off, and the striped claw that's holding on to the lantern, the ghostly claw, finishes bringing the lantern back into the Loxodon, and you just hear he is brought back to life, and you just hear you hear the son Tuki just dad, and you hear the mother, oh, Caleb, oh my god, and she reaches over and grabs you and pulls you in with him and just thank you, and she starts like petting your mane and just like brushing your mane and trying to pull you in and just holding you there. And
I will violently react to not getting touched.
you shut back, and she just she grabs her son and grabs her husband and just like holds them both.
Please, use yourselves. Use anything. Bring him back. He did not deserve that. I will see to it. I will fix this. I am sorry.
And I'll turn around and I'll walk back.
Okay.
The guards okay?
The guards all have a bunch of spears and scimitars pointed at Hazel still.
Okay.
And you're...
And I guess I'm there on
Yeah.
Hazel. Just...
Hazel, we're on your turn. What are you doing?
Alright, it's alright.
Alright. Oh, what do I want to do?
What do you want to do?
I don't know. I don't know whether to make it worse or call it here. Let's roll for it. Let's see.
Let's see.
Yes. Chaos Gremlin.
Alright. Below 10, I'll play dead. Above 10, I'm casting another spell. Let's
Hey,
see.
it's so crazy that you always roll high.
Yeah.
I rolled a 3.
Yes!
Good job.
Alright.
Good job, Steve. Yes.
If I cast Pass Without a Trace, are they gonna know it's all me? Because they're all sitting there watching me, and I'm being pinned to the ground. I'm pretty sure this is not gonna work, but like it doesn't say.
Pass
You
Without a
won't be
Trace gives you...
invisible.
Without a Trace gives you plus 10 to stealth. You
Oh.
can only go into stealth when you meet certain conditions, like breaking line of sight or going invisible.
Gotcha. Okay, I'll play dead.
Okay.
So are you playing dead or are you giving up?
No, I'm playing dead. I would
Well,
like to,
that's-
as long as I can, pretend. I want to pretend like Augie crushed me and I died.
Okay. Make a performance check or a deception check.
Sure.
See, I don't think I'm good at either one, to be honest.
No,
I'm not.
your charisma's shit.
Yeah, it is. Oops.
We have the same charisma.
13.
Nice, dude. That's
I
really
mean,
good. for
that's
you.
that's as good as I'm gonna do. Okay, we've seen how I do in
Hey,
performances.
I'm proud of
Okay.
you. That was a solid roll.
5 of the guards immediately like bring their spears back, and they're just like wide-eyed and like, oh, and look at Augie like, oh my god. And then you can see 2 slightly like more older veteran guards. They just hold their spears. They keep their spears down, and they just like keep them trained. And they kind of like uncertainly put their spears back towards you. One of the other guards just like sticks his spear in the sand and starts tying your hands behind your head or behind your back, and takes your staff away from you.
That's rude. Okay. I forgot I had this staff. I wish I could go back and change my answer.
You have the staff that was gifted to you. It's made of volcanic rock.
Forgot about that. Okay. No, I'm good. I'll just play dead.
Okay.
Fine. I'm gonna assume my staff will come back to me.
So you get tied up, Augie, they're asking for you to let
Oh,
go.
yeah. No, I'm working with the guards on this one.
Yeah.
She just
You're gonna
murdered
let
2
them
people.
tie me up?
You just murdered 2 people.
Saved. You're
Let's
safe.
be clear here.
You're
Let's be
safe.
clear here. Hey, that's great. Let's be clear here. Augie joined out of I am dying otherwise, and when he
Uh-huh.
met the group, Hazel was like the reason that he was like, I don't know about this group.
We
And
should have
that
let him
never
die out
fucking
there.
Changed.
Should have let
And
him die.
now we
This
got
is what we
here,
get. We
and
help
she murdered
people,
2 people.
and we help people, and then
And-
we get nothing in return.
I'm out here telling her about her heritage and shit, and then she murders 2 people. Guys, it's like I just said, Augie might be like, hey guys, I'm staying at the Oasis. Have fun on your adventure. That's totally possible.
Well, I'm still pretty sure you're lying to me about the whole water thing. So
Hey, you know,
here we are again. Everybody's lying to Hazel. So like at the end of the day,
Mhm.
you know.
Distracts.
There's is
Um,
it BPD? Is that what it is?
Personality disorder? Yo.
Yeah,
fucked up one,
Hazel's
too.
got something
um,
that Augie is scared to be around.
So dramatic.
Yeah, that's me.
so
So dramatic.
the guards are going to take their turn. They
Yeah.
are restraining you. You are.
Uh-huh.
Are you letting yourself get restrained?
Yes, I'm dead.
Okay.
I'm holding my breath and pretending to be dead.
Okay.
Augie crushed me.
You
Augie crushed you.
you get tied up and you're getting carried off.
I'm sure Shun's a great lawyer.
Shun, it is
Play
your
devil's
turn.
advocate.
Hey.
So Shun was on his way to go get Pillow, but then saw a really nice falafel stand. No, I'm going to just keep sprinting to go get Pillow.
Okay.
There's also a rope that's still tied on the cliff, the one that we fell off of.
When you say we,
Oh, true.
Both of us did.
I tried to acrobatics down quickly and failed.
I saw the way that you were
Crit.
staring at me when you landed on your stomach.
Yeah, but we can't talk about that.
On your
okay,
stomach.
because we have something to deal with. A elephant just lost half his face. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm pretty
So
sure he will never
Alive.
forget that.
Shun's running up to
Alive.
Pillow. Cool. Oh no, sorry. That was Hazel. That was guards. It's Augie's turn. My bad. What are you doing?
What the fuck am I doing, man? It's a great question.
The guards are
Uh,
carting
Augie
Hazel
has
off.
An existential moment there. Guards are carting Hazel off. I guess I'll ask them to just hold her here. I don't. What's the right call to make here? Yeah, I guess I'll just tell them to hold for a sec. That the chosen of Sobnu just mended the affected. I'm not sure what just happened as far as her actions go. Just don't do anything drastic with her, despite her. Fuck it. I'll go with you, and I'll go with them to make sure that she's at least held in dignified conditions.
Make a persuasion check.
Advantage, disadvantage.
Nope.
Advantage because I helped some people.
Nope.
I saved some. Fuck, dude.
You said persuasion? Alright. I'm not good at that. 13.
13.
Yeah.
We will secure her, and she will not be harmed. But the condition of her visitors and her release are up to the High Council priests. You must remain here.
I'd like to see at least where you secure her.
We will inform you of details once she has been properly secured. And they're going to turn and keep walking.
Augie in giant form. They're gonna turn and keep walking. God damn it.
With the full expectation that you will not be following them.
Yeah, I got that. Hey, you know, the thing is, I agree with them. That's the problem. I will look to. Is Zephu still nearby?
Yeah, Sefu is like
In shock?
yeah, looking around. He's trying to figure out what to do. You see the priests are all up in arms. Some of them are some of the entourage of the pack, of Nashara's pack, is following, and so is I believe his name is Tashir. Yeah, Tashir is also following the guards.
I turn to Zephu and I go, "Hey, can you make an announcement that I'm gonna go with them? Advocate for me, please."
You want me to?
I'd like to go supervise the conditions of Hazel. You know, I'd just like to make sure that she's held okay.
After murdering 2 people?
Unfortunately, yes. I don't. They're not dead anymore, but yes. Look, mate, I don't
Can you
feel good about it either.
Can you explain to me what happened? Why she decided
No.
to simply attack innocents?
No. If there's one person I've never understood since I've met them, it's her. But she's...
This is common.
No. Well, I guess I don't know. I haven't seen it happen before. They're getting, making time away here. Please.
Persuasion check.
Can I have advantage with him?
For saying please, that's a magic word.
I was thinking more like my dynamic with this group, not the Jolly Vantiers, but Zephu and the squad around.
Please.
I'm gonna say no.
Fine.
What if we give you a cherry on top?
Yeah.
Did you consider the cherry, Marco?
I did.
How about the power
Not enough.
to move you?
Alright, well, that was a
History.
5. I will ensure that she is being handled with dignity. But we will be handling this matter internally. At least for now. I will ensure that you and the rest of your group are involved with any punishments or repercussions that may come from this.
That would be good.
Okay. And he goes with the guards. Now it's Shun's
I turn my
turn.
attention back to the lizard folk.
Okay. Now it's Shun's turn. The lizard folk is just smiling at everything that's happening.
Yeah, I'm glad you're getting a kick out of this.
I'm having a great time.
Yeah. I punch him.
That's good.
Sit
Shun
down
is
next to him, arms crossed.
indignant. Shun is still sprinting, but I do want to be making perception checks because still mission in mind, looking to see if anything's out of the ordinary or if there's any like trail of I don't want to say blood, but just keeping awareness so that 1, he's not going to get ambushed. 2, something doesn't feel right still. So sprinting, looking.
Okay. Go ahead.
15?
Okay, 15. Aside from all the commotion and everything going on, you do notice that Hazel's being taken away by the guards with none of the Jalavantiers going with her. You notice that Augie is standing next to, like, you see what everybody's doing. You see the Sabirs with the Loxodons, and he's starting to walk away from that. Augie has sat down, and he's next to the lizard folk, and Hazel's being carted off. Aside from that, you see a very clear path up the cliffside to Pillow.
Okay, then I continue my way.
Cool. You managed to get to Pillow, I'll say.
Okay, Pillow, we are in deep shit.
Pillow's got is Pillow a boy or a girl?
Boy.
Boy. Pillow's
I'm
got
hearing she. Oh, there's a boy. Okay.
Pillow's the boy.
Pillow's got his arms like splayed out. He's very tense and he's just like shaking, just like very much not used to or designed to being like on a mountainside. Like
Oh.
they're burrowers.
Come here, and I wrap him like in my little vest. Okay, listen, I'm gonna need you to put in a good word and say that while you were here, that you were having like a little mini spa day. I don't care how you do it, but you need to do it because some really, really, really bad shit just went down, and I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that Hazel doesn't like die. Okay? Do we have a deal? I'll make you the most amazing dinners forever. Yeah? Okay.
Just keep shaking.
Let us go slow. And slowly go down the mountain.
We're gonna move out of initiative now. Sabir, what are you doing?
I'll stand by the wounded and just kind of like oversee the healing. I've done enough with the Loxodons.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Just the guard that was hit, that was checking up on the woman.
Okay, then I'll go towards the woman and the guard.
Yeah, you see that there's a couple of clerics there, or some priests, doing rudimentary healing, but not able to like cast. The only people that are able to cast here are the high priests.
Gotcha. All right, I will pop open a bottle of poison. No, I'm just kidding. No survivors. No. I'll break open a couple of rations and just kind of like, try to give them their strength.
Okay. All right. You tend to them.
And my water skin. I'll let them drink some water or pour it on their face.
Sobnu, bless you.
And just kind of like with the water skin, just.
Sobnu's symbol is actually this because it's the eyes of the gator.
Oh,
It's the gator.
I was trying to figure out how to do the death roll.
It's
How to like bring that in.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah.
It's like this.
Okay.
It's like that. Some people do this for simplicity's sake.
it was here all along.
Sobnu.
Sobnu.
You are able to help them a little bit, give them a little more peace. The clerics are taking care of them, trying to heal the wounds or whatever. Hazel is taken out of sight. She's moved into a different cliffside. So there are some structures, like bridges, over certain parts of the oasis. She's moved over those and taken to a cliffside on the opposite, basically the opposite side. The oasis is kind of triangular shaped. So the main the main stay is where there's one cliff here. There's another cliff on the other side. You guys came in from the side that doesn't have a cliff. And so she's taken into a separate sort of structure. There's not a lot of there's not a lot of bridges, but there's a few structures. Yes.
While we are going over a bridge, if I were to wild shape, would they have an opportunity to capture me if I wild shaped into something much smaller than myself before I, let's say, slithered into the water and left?
Okay. You are a tiny creature. Or sorry.
Yes.
You are restrained.
Yes.
Your speed becomes 0.
These aren't just like handcuffs.
Hold
I
on.
can't just,
Hold on.
like,
No.
move.
It's ropes. It's ropes that are tied behind your back. So you want to wild shape into a tiny creature.
Okay, so here was my idea, but you'll have to tell me if it's something I can do or not do, because I honestly have no idea. I wanted to wild shape into a... Hold on.
Sea snake.
It was like a
Slither
small
little
snake. It was either yeah, like a venomous snake or a poisonous snake. They're both tiny beasts, and they can both swim. So my thought process was, if while we're going over the bridge, if I can wild shape, because I'm smaller, I should be able to get out of the restraints, fall down, get into the water, and swim away.
You absolutely
that
can do that.
Yes!
All right.
I would like to try and do that.
Describe how you wild shape.
Okay, well, I'm dead. Right.
Cronenberg.
So I've been holding my breath. Just like this whole time, and I'm like really selling it. Or, well, I
You
think
you are.
I'm
Yeah.
really selling it. And then all of a sudden, I'm just gonna go, and when I do that, I'm gonna get, all of a sudden my eyes are gonna change first, and then my tongue is gonna change second. So I'm gonna have the face of a snake on Hazel, and I'm gonna look at the guards to the back to kind of stun them a little bit, and I'm gonna turn into a snake, and then I'm gonna hit the ground, and when I hit the ground, I'm gonna fall through a little sliver in the bridge, because they probably didn't build these bridges out of concrete, they're probably slats, and I'm gonna hit it, and I'm gonna go right down, and I'm gonna take off.
Okay.
If I was
That's
a
my
guard,
thought. And
I'm
if
just
this
gonna
doesn't
say
work, I'm dead,
I'd shit
guys.
myself.
Just let me go.
Absolutely.
You are going to
After
take.
all that shit.
I never wild shaped very well.
You are going to take 7 attacks of opportunity.
Are you kidding?
Really? They're getting opportunity
feel like-
attacks on that?
There's 7 guards.
use the
But
dodge
that was
action.
like the whole
That-
thing about asking.
I'll tell you what.
Was
Okay.
because if I get all these opportunity
I'll tell you
attacks,
what.
I might as well just pretend to be dead.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
All
what.
7 guards are in a perfect circle around her.
No, we'll do.
Walking across this
The
bridge.
only people that get opportunity attacks are the 2 guards that don't believe that you're dead. Because there are 7 of them, and when I rolled for persuasion and all that, 2 of them didn't believe your act. You managed to fool 5 of them. So the 2 of them are still on their guard because they're paying attention.
Okay. Let's see. What is my Alright, I'll be a Alright, I'll be a poisonous snake, and I'll take the risk.
Okay.
Ah.
I think a fly has an AC of 99.
That's impressive.
Does a 9 hit?
No.
Okay. Here comes the second one.
I'm so nervous right now.
Me
Like,
too.
genuinely. This is life or death, and I've been in a lot of life or death situations.
Natural 1.
All right.
Yay! I'm a
go.
13.
Let's
You
go.
turn into a snake. The guards, ah! And you slither into the water. And that is where we're gonna take a break.
And that is where the crocodile eats Hazel.
So we're gonna take a break here. Missing role player found. Is that a Fourth Wing reference?
It's one of 4th one. I haven't read that.
And you take his dagger too. Yeah, it fucking is.
I like the bro. Are we going to get Shun the Ace Attorney? That was very.
Yeah, that was really cool.
I mean, it feels like it was going in that direction to me, yeah.
Hey,
That
missing,
got out of hand.
missing
really
role player
quickly,
found. We
guys.
gotta
So fast, dude.
we gotta catch up and figure out what's going on with Ustara.
I will say, if you would have hit me, you probably would have killed me.
Oh. Oh. No, that would have been so bad. I mean, I can risk the commoners.
You
Not
killed
my
Sabir.
Sabir.
She's
I
like,
know.
Shun's whatever, but Sabir, that would have hurt.
Oh my god.
Honestly, in my defense, I didn't know they were gonna die that easily.
I
So-
just don't like. If
Now
that-
I know.
That's fair. Only the people that know
Is
the stat block are gonna know that commoners only have 4 health.
I've
If
never
you're doing
played as a
that's-
commoner. I've never fought a commoner. Why? I've never like
But we should also not
DM'd with
metagame.
like commoners, so I
hey,
would have no idea that
you-
a commoner
I'm
would not have.
I'm not here
like,
advocating for metagaming. What I'm saying is, in what world is it like? Imagine you're in a crowd and this random dude is pissed off at some other random dude. That other random dude runs away, and then this guy starts throwing knives at people.
And more
That's
like
what we call collateral damage,
That's-
man.
I mean,
How is
yeah.
that's shooting, and in Hazel's defense and Tiffany's defense, that's just a Tuesday in schools in the United States. So
You're not wrong.
Jesus
I'm coming from a civilized country where this is insane.
I mean, this is also a role-playing game where, like, you know, I can turn into a giant seahorse. So, like,
Yeah.
this is where we're gonna draw the line. I mean, come on.
you can turn into giant seahorse and do all these things.
I didn't know he was a father. Plus, I was
yeah.
just trying to hit
He
Shun.
was a father.
Jesus Christ.
Okay?
I would have aimed for somebody different.
Yeah, right?
Like- And it's all because if he would have just been honest that he left Pillow on a mountain, none of this would have happened because I would have been like, oh,
Or
I've left Pillow a lot of places. We have to go get him right now. Forget
And that's
everything
what he
else.
did. This is not Shun's fault.
Right.
This is not Shun's fault.
But like
Oh
I
my God.
thought
Rose
that
exaggerated
Pillow
its response
was
to
dead.
I
So-
think
You're
that
yelling, "Go get it."
shooting people with bolts of light of fire is a little
Yeah,
intense.
For your pet? You wouldn't
Yeah,
do that for
dude.
your pet.
I wouldn't shoot. I wouldn't shoot one of my best friends in the entire world for like, you know.
Your other best friend in the entire world?
Yeah, Marco, this
you
is
know-
really showing that you don't have a dog because
I don't.
This is totally guy with allergies energy I'm getting.
Hey, what a dude to Cuban.
You would
12 months.
if Steve
you
did
to
something.
give it.
thanks.
A
If,
whole year.
that
A
is
whole
pretty
year of
great.
the shenanigans.
Thanks to
It's
Cuban.
insanity.
What a year it's been.
Insanity. I can't believe you're trying to. This is the GTA logic on this woman. It's
Hey,
crazy to me.
The crazy
You
thing,
know.
Tiffany's never played GTA.
no.
But it's 100% on brand for
Yeah.
that. Like,
Yeah, it is.
that's the first thing. I remember I was playing. I was DMing one of my one shots, Winslow Manor, and a friend who'd never played D&D before. He was like referencing a dead family member of this NPC, and he just kept referencing this dead family member, and I, as that NPC, right? I go like, listen, fucker, you mentioned that dead character one more time, and I will put you in the ground. And the guy was like, oh, this character has emotions and is like a person, not like an NPC in a video game that I can bully endlessly, like it doesn't matter. And I was like, yes, that's right. That's the beauty of D&D. You have
I
to
will
be a
say-
person.
I
In
think
the giant scope of everything that we played, I am 100% on Hazel's side. The only thing that I would change is the spell that is used. That was it. The spell that was used,
yeah,
a little strong.
yeah.
Strong.
You,
I think this has been amazing.
I wasn't gonna
just
use
think-
that one until Shun took off.
Crazy.
See, I thought I was gonna go first. So I was gonna
Crazy.
do something way more minimal. But then you guys ran. Don't run.
Hey,
You
Yeah,
lied
no,
and
we
then
keep,
you ran.
no. We
This is
keep
abuser
forgetting about the
language.
fact that both Sabir and Shun, and all you're focusing on is Shun. And it's like,
No,
he said,
no,
I'm going to
to
go
be
get
fair.
her. I'll be right back.
To be fair, I said I was
And then
going
Sabir
after...
tried to lie to you too. Sabir
That's
tried to lie to
after-
you too.
I said I was going after Shun and Sabir when I started my turn.
I'm the
but
golden
then I
child,
said-
Shun. Deal with it.
But then I said, Shun, you're hiding, and that makes me mad. So I had to
This
use
is-
all 3 shots in order to try to
Straight
hit
up.
you.
Yeah, because Shun
This
knows
is
what
an
the
abuser.
fuck you can do. He's
This
like,
is
I'm going to go
abuser
get her right
language.
now.
I mean,
Hey,
it would have just been a little
audience.
fight between friends.
If you're watching,
No,
and you're in
no,
a
this would have been
relationship
murder between
with
friends. This
someone
would
who
have been
speaks
fratricide.
like that right now,
No,
get out.
no.
Get out, because that is abuse. Okay. That is abuse.
I've
This is
survived a relationship like this. This is gaslighting.
This is just Shun and Hazel shenanigans.
Listen, what do you think
I'm
he
in
would
the
have
grand
done?
scheme.
He would
This
have
is
just
just
And when you try and block it, I get mad.
Yeah.
And then I punch you
Yeah,
harder.
thank you. Yeah, when you don't
Yeah.
just take your punishment
You
to
lied.
defend yourself.
You lied.
That is
You
what Shun
said
does.
it.
Shun's a
When have
liar.
you not met him to be a goofster?
You don't get
but
to
he
lie
always
to
comes
me.
through. He always comes through.
Hey, I have always been there for you, so that's not fair. I was
And I'm
with
going to
your
go
wife,
get your.
I've done
and
all
he,
these things,
He
and then you
saved
lied
your
to
animal.
me.
First person
just
up
got
to
more
go
water.
get her when you dove into the water was Shun. He said, "Give me a pillow. I got her. I'm gonna take care of her." And
But
then,
you lied to me.
Oh man.
but we wouldn't have been here if you had. See, it's all Hazel's fault. Because had you not dove into the water without thinking of your pet and been a responsible pet parent,
Hazel's
Oh my
been
God.
the
And
we
most.
would never be here.
Hazel's been.
Handed him to you to start
Yeah.
with.
Hazel's
Yeah.
been
Well,
the
then
most.
why- you
Maybe
still
we
would've
go
left
to
him
a
on a mountain.
daycare center in the Thousand Oasis.
Yeah, we could have found a place, left it at the hotel with Mr. Leprechaun. We could have done
You
so many
still
things.
could have done that.
You
All
Not
mean
my
you had to
responsibility.
Hazel's
No,
Hey,
no,
I just
Hazel's
said,
all
I
you
got you,
had
dog.
to do was say, "Oh yeah, I left Pillow on the mountain
I
because
still-
we
I still
fell
feel
off
like
the cliff
after
or
this,
whatever happened."
I
And
still
then
feel like
I would
though,
be like, "Okay, let's go get it."
after this escalation, I have a feeling you still would have done the same thing. I'm just saying, you
No
can't equate it.
way.
Yeah.
I've left Pillow multiple places. It
Yes, you
happens.
have.
Exactly. It happens. So I said, I'm gonna go get her at the place I left her.
But
I
the way
thought
you to be.
killed my pet
That's
when
on
I
you.
trusted
Hey.
you.
And
And
my
then-
The shadiness.
lied
it
to
was,
me.
The
it
way
was weird.
the way you said it was like
yeah, of course, because that's what he does. He's like,
Yeah.
hey, by the way, I'm good to go. You know.
Yes, but I rolled
Because
insight.
Shun is afraid of Hazel. You should know
Yeah.
this. You are
Yeah,
Yeah,
scary.
Shun.
You
yeah,
are scary.
You
You are
it's all your
terrifying.
fault.
You kill
That is
people when you think your
absolutely
pet is dead.
justified.
You threaten to kill
But
kids.
here's
This
the
is
thing.
not thinking with a rational human being or elf or whatever. You are not
But I'm
rational.
not
You are
human,
Hazel.
so-
You are Hazel. You are an
Preach.
irrational elf. He's like, I'm not going to fucking die. I got shit I gotta do. I'm gonna go get your pet, regardless of where it's at.
All that
I'm
had
with,
to
I'm
be
with Shun
done.
on that 100%.
All that had to
can't
be-
rationalize.
there is merit
this
to every
whole thing.
perspective.
No,
Someone
it's
who's
okay.
like, "Oh,
you
yeah."
know that it's
Someone
your
would have been
fault that we're in
angry
this
and
whole
yelled.
situation,
Just see,
and
here
that's
we
how
go.
we got here, and that's
Here
okay.
we go. Yes.
Because those innocent people are harmed because of you, because you knew what I was gonna do, which is
And
why you
scene.
lied, and the lie made you do it.
Old nerdy bastard.
Old
Look at
nerdy
Gaslighting
bastard.
101.
You showed up.
I'm not gonna go to a
Shun has
cutscene.
no shame for this.
I'm
He
not-
does
I'm not
take
gonna
any
go to a
blame, so
break
it's
scene. You
fine.
guys just have
We're
fun.
We're
gonna
both
refill
in
my
a
water
situation
bottle.
of
I'll be
like-
right back.
But see, here's the difference. Shun is not blaming Hazel.
So
Shun's
hold up.
like, I get it.
The golden
would-
child that's
I would
that
like-
is there's nothing wrong is also going to go take a break.
Yeah, get out of here. You have no quality.
Augie, catch up, old nerdy bastards, as to what's going on.
No, I need to go make coffee.
Oh, go make
Please
coffee.
Go to a break screen.
Go make coffee. I'm gonna go refill my water bottle.
Okay.
So Shun does not blame Hazel. Shun gets it. But at the same time, he does not feel bad about the people who've been murdered.
You don't feel bad? Oh man.
No, this was not his fault. Shun is
It
going
was
to
his fault.
rectify the situation. And
No.
he runs and he's like, okay, but his first instinct is how to get Hazel out of this. Not to be mad or
mean-
angry or vindictive. Because listen,
Well,
let's face
True.
it. Because let's face it, after Sabhir's performance, you have one shot, because Augie's against you. And Shun knows this. Shun's like, look, I've done some fucked up shit. I get it. But he understands who he is. He's like, hey, but he's fixing his situation. He's not jumping to a, Hazel tried to murder me, fuck this. He's like, no. Okay, we got this.
Oh, in Hazel's defense, she doesn't want to change who she is.
No,
That was
exactly.
never
And
part
Shun
of
doesn't want to
it.
change Hazel at all. He wants her to be her because he knows this is good, but he respects it because he's terrified. Right?
I mean, I get that, but the problem
So again,
is,
he understands no matter what he does or says, there is no rational explanation. So his best bet is just distract and run as fast as possible. As soon
Right.
as you see Pillow, he knows things are going to be okay, and we can move forward from there.
well, I mean, in theory, if I
It-
wasn't a snake. So, you know.
Hey, it doesn't matter how I find you, I will find you, and as soon as you see it, you'll be okay and happy. That's Shun's thinking, because he's like, I don't know what a normal person would probably still be angry and upset, but Hazel's like, hey, okay, we're good.
Oh no! Once
That's
I
his
actually
thinking of
see
whatever's
Pillow,
happening.
I'm not gonna be angry or upset.
That's what he's
Because
thinking. That's
I
he's like, I
genuinely
know exactly what
was
to do. I need to get
100%
this animal.
sure that Pillow was dead, so that was the problem.
Exactly.
I think-
so he knows the problem and he's going to fix it.
I
There's no use in talking. Talking
From-
would have led to him getting hurt, and that's what it is.
From
So he's
my
just like,
perspective,
"Fuck it, I'm out.
Hazel's reaction is totally over the top and unjustified in every capacity. However, her anger and retaliatory nature is not. It could have been like, "Oh, I left her somewhere safe. I will go get her," and she wouldn't have retaliated. The way that it was said,
Bullshit.
True.
You said, "Where's Pillow?" and still would have been angry because again, you're going with the logic of, "Oh, it's fine. She's not here." No, the logic is, she's not here right now with me.
I'm just giving my opinion.
This is a slight.
I'm giving my opinion. I could be wrong. I could be
No,
wrong.
no.
Also,
I'm giving
Old
my
Nerdy
opinion.
Bastards Expedition 33 is amazing.
Oh man.
Well,
Oh.
That's
either way,
so
just
funny.
in the future, if you don't lie to me, I won't try to attack you.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's true. Again,
It's
you're coming at it.
100% true.
It's not true. That is
I've
not
never attacked my friends before, so
Until now.
well, I was lied to. And honestly, I didn't try to attack Augie, and I could have, because he's constantly giving me fits. You know?
Are you eating a carrot?
Hazel. No, it's a lip gloss.
Oh,
true. It looked like a carrot.
It
I'm
looked
not
like-
gonna lie to you.
it looks
I
so
thought it
much-
was for
It's
Willow.
it
though.
looks so much
Yeah.
like a carrot.
No,
I
it's
thought it
just
was
a
for
lip
Willow.
gloss. I was just holding it because it was in my hand. It was sitting on my desk. Oh,
I needed
forgot
something. I
dropped
needed
my
something to
dice.
squeeze to get my rage out.
Missing role player found thought it was a carrot too.
Got it. Oh yeah, I can see why it looks like a carrot. It's like pink, but it looks like it's orange
That is-
in the.
Oh,
Lip
because
gloss
Oh,
be
okay.
poppin'.
I was like, that is not pink. Again with the gaslighting.
No, I promise it is. It's berry flavored. It wouldn't be orange.
The pen is blue.
No, it's invisible.
Uh,
Oh man. Hell yeah! I love this. I love this so much.
This is so fun. This is
sorry,
so
Marco. I know you had plans this session.
This
but
is your set. This is your guys'
Marco,
session.
you need to learn to stop having plans.
This is
Yeah.
this is your guys' session.
I feel worse though because now I've just messed everything up for Sabir. I do feel bad when I mess things up for Sabir, but that's okay. I will no longer be messing
hear that,
this
Shun?
question up.
You hear that, Sean?
Oh no, Sean understands his place in the totem pole. No. That's why he ran. That's why he ran and hid to go get the thing. So he's like, this is the only thing that will fix her rage. She's going to be mad regardless. Let's try to mitigate it. Honestly, the fact that only 2 people died is a saving grace.
They didn't die.
That is hit again. They died and you brought them back. That is Shun's theory. He's like, oh no, this is a good thing. Only 2.
Only
He
2.
knows it could have been so much worse.
Instead of the entire village.
Exactly.
Well, you
She
know.
would have wrought hell upon this place, and there would have been no trace of Sobnu. Leveled
Which-
to the foundations, and
Which
then
that's why we're glad to have Hazel on our side.
and that's why he went to go immediately after instead of explaining himself.
Why would
Like
they
when my
do
players
that?
decided to
Missing
jump
role
in.
player found. Why would they do that? Some people, man.
Oh, man.
Some people.
Old Nerdy Bastards, where are you in Expedition 33? Try to be as
True.
spoiler free as possible. Because I know Matt does not.
Yeah,
Does not
don't,
like to
don't
get
spoil
spoiled.
me.
Or was this your first stream with Expedition 33?
Either way, it's so good. And how good are you at parrying? Are you a Katy Perry or a Matthew Perry? Maybe even a Rick Perry.
Or Perry the Platypus?
Perry de Platypus.
A platypus? Barry the platypus.
Barry the platypus. Very fun. I'm having a great time.
I'm having a great time. I fucking
This
love
totally
this.
doesn't bring back traumatic memories of my ex. I'm totally fine and vibing with this. Yeah, it's great.
You want a
Oh.
hug after stream there, bud?
Yeah.
You're not getting one. Deal with it.
Just like my ex.
Fuck. Your ex was stuck on a mountain.
It's your fault. Your ex was stuck on a mountain? Yes. She was stuck on a mountain and I had to lie to get to her and bring her back down in my jacket. She was also this big. It was a picture of a person.
Look at this photograph.
Oh my
It's like-
gosh.
I was like, isn't it great, babe? Look at this sunset. It's all for you.
That anime waifu statue. I was about to go there.
Alright, I'll be right back.
No, not my Miku statue.
Yeah. Her name's Asuna Miku, and I will not have you disrespect her name. We are in love. We are in love.
Well, welcome in all the raiders from Suki and from Old Nerdy Bastards. We really appreciate you. We are taking a little bit of a break, as you can clearly see. But yes, if you like D&D, Tuesdays are D&D stream. If you like Horizon Zero Dawn or video games of that nature, we got multiple days. Marco, he's playing through Horizon Zero Dawn. Ooh, look at that quest accepted schedule. If you guys want to see the Wednesday checkpoint with Marco doing Horizon Zero Dawn on the hardest difficulty known to man, go to the Wednesday checkpoint. If you guys want to see some Witcher 3 action with me, you can join me on Steve's quest. No, I think we did. And then there's a second one, but I forget what it's called.
Forbidden
I think
West.
it's like called for. Oh, okay. I was gonna go with Horizon 1 Sunset, but the
That'd be good.
but if you like Witcher 3 stuff, you can come join me on Steve's quest, where I'm also beating the entire series on the hardest
Oh.
difficulty.
Oh.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh.
wait a minute. I've beat 1 and 2 on the hardest difficulty, and I'm currently working through 3. And then we have Saturday, where we are playing through Kingdom Hearts 3 with me.
No, not the iPad.
Stop it. Stop it, Mr. Rolling Flame. It was a I'm sorry. I didn't mean to stop at that moment. And then Sunday, we got Sunday Scaries, where Matt is playing through some of Expedition 33. As you can clearly see, the times located at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on every single day except for Saturday. Saturdays, we're going to be starting at 12 p.m. That's noon for you. The friggin' other way to say it, I guess. But yeah, it's pretty fun. And then you round out the other week, some Tuesday, for some Tesla D&D.
Howdy.
Welcome
I'm
back.
Hey, thanks. While I was gone, was there a conspiracy to kill me? I'm scared.
Yes,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
there is.
Oh no.
There's a javelin of lightning
Uh-huh.
at
You
your
are
back,
either with us or
Got
against us, Augie.
and there's a
Blood in,
scimitar at
blood
your
out.
front.
I am in the water. I'm gonna float away.
Be careful. I've heard they're putting
Yeah, that's what he
in the
says in his
water.
head. As he's like a year down the line, he's just got blood everywhere. He's like, I'm in the
Yeah.
water. I'm floating.
That's right.
Nothing is
That's
bothering
all it
me.
is.
I haven't
That's
committed
right.
atrocities.
Make a death save.
haven't.
I haven't.
I haven't. My soul is right with the one true God. Pillow.
Correct
Honestly,
answer.
if Pillow doesn't ascend to godhood by the end of this campaign, what are we doing here?
Now
Yeah.
Marco knows what happens if he kills Pillow.
She's-
I
she's
destroy
already had-
all commoners.
I would
Yeah,
never
yeah,
kill
it's-
Pillow.
I'm just
right.
I'm
Again,
just
see,
expecting...
he doesn't take any responsibility, and neither should I.
If somebody is
expecting Pillow to,
negligent
like,
enough
walk
to
on,
leave
like,
Pillow
a-
in a wrongful place where Pillow could
Yeah.
be
Okay.
affected
That's
by.
only
Pillow's
happened
gonna
like
be
2 or 3 times, and I'm getting better.
Low-key doing all of the miracles
I just-
that
I-
Jesus did.
I just want to point out, the entire previous mini arc for Hazel was entirely about how she's neglecting her wildfire spirit.
Ah,
progress?
see?
I
Wait,
mean,
you cut out. We couldn't hear you. What'd you say?
The
I
energy was
said-
there.
I included her this past time.
You
I
did
literally
include-
said Holly and I hung out.
Yeah, you did.
you
It was very
know?
nice.
That's right.
We
Oh.
had a picnic. I mean,
What is-
man, a
what does
girl can
Holly look
only
like
do
ag-
so much.
You're doing
What
great.
does Holly
You're
look
doing
like
great.
again?
Kind of like a bunny.
Okay.
I gave this long description for then Margot to go like a bunny, and I was like,
Oh yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
it's actually exactly like a bunny.
Yeah, you did. You described a bunny in great detail.
Long
I'm like,
floppy ears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Big
picture because I'm trying to picture. I was
Cute
gonna
little
like.
body, walks around like this. Except it didn't really have. I don't think it had like a little short tail. I think it had a longer
No.
tail.
I don't.
It did have a
So
long
it
tail.
looks more like
Describe
like
tail.
one of those little desert voles, like the you know what I'm talking about, the tiny little
Like,
like rabbit mouse.
Like
I was
kangaroo,
thinking-
kangaroo
oh, yeah,
mouse.
Yeah, I know what you're
Oh
saying.
yeah.
The kangaroo
The
mice.
long tails. Yeah. with
Yeah,
the
but
long
not
teeth.
not those tails. Like a cute tail with like hair on it,
Yeah.
but not like
Yeah,
a squirrel's
like a
tail.
fox, like a fox tail.
Jeroboam.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
A fox
that?
tail.
Okay.
Like a fennec fox.
Are we ready?
She's
I-
honestly very
who's-
fox-like.
Who's ready ever, really, for
Oh,
what just
well,
happened?
Yeah. There you go.
I don't know that anyone can be.
Honestly, I was born ready for this.
I see that.
Let
Let's
the
say
gaslighting
yes.
commence.
Yeah.
Aha!
Hazel, you. Okay. God damn it. We come back. Hazel, you wild shape into a poisonous snake. 2 spears try to hit you, but you're too tiny and too slithery. And you get through. You make it off the bridge into the water, and you start swimming into the depths. We'll leave that there.
No.
Safu is also with you guys, crossing
No,
the bridge,
Zafu
following
walked
along.
With,
Yeah, he walked with the
Oh
guards.
yeah, that's right. He was walking with the guards.
And they're all like, damn it! And they're throwing javelins and spears in the water, but that's not going to do anything. We are going to go back. What would you
Back
say?
up with like a rocket launcher.
I said they're the fools. They're giving her ammunition.
It will only make her stronger.
That's right. Geysers of spears emerge from the water.
So, Shun, you grab Pillow. You're making your way back down slowly,
Slowly.
as you stated.
Ever so
Carefully.
carefully.
All right, we're gonna.
Still perceiving, but slowly.
You make it back to the temple. To the temple grounds.
I've also dropped disguise self and am feeding little pieces of meat
Okay.
to our pillow.
Pillow is not eating a whole lot. She's a little traumatized at the moment. But she's
Me too.
trying to nibble every once in a while. The 3 of you congregate once again. Conglomerate. You congregate on the temple steps, and Nashara, along with like the majority of her pack, are with you guys. Some of them have gone off to help with the individuals that have been attacked by Hazel. And Rahel walks up to you guys as well.
Oops.
What's a girl to do?
Fucking Betty Boop bullshit.
Nashara, the knoll, gets in like the face of you 3 guys. What was that? What are you doing? Are you here to stop a tragedy or to commence many of them?
Whoa, 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 whoa. We are here to stop. It was merely just a very drastic misunderstanding.
Yeah, before everything I had mentioned about her pet, and then I saw her eyes glaze over, and I mean, you've seen this blight. It does weird things. I mean, Augie can attest, and both Sabir. I believe she was possessed.
Make a deception check. And I will say with this, well, no, flat.
Deception is +3. 15.
She rolled a natural 17.
Minus something because she's a knoll.
She's a cleric and priestess of Sobnu. If anything, she has plus to wisdom checks. Yeah.
Man.
I'll remind you. You are guests here. And just because one of you is claiming to be a chosen of Sobnu, which has not been demonstrated yet, and she looks over like at Sifu walking away. Though some people might believe that just because they got lucky, there's still much to be desired, much to be seen.
I do not necessarily call it luck. But I am willing to do any test. And clearly, you've caught us at a bad moment in the middle of one.
A bad moment where people die because of a bad attitude?
I do not see it.
You mean
not see
more
any
instead
deaths.
of the one on the steps and the fact that, he has proven himself with the cleansing of the different places that you have not been
So
able
you
to
put
do,
yourselves along with the desecrators of this.
I never said such a thing.
I'm pretty sure we were the ones
What?
that cleaned it up. Yeah. You
Absolutely.
Well,
forget about that part?
The murderer has not been found yet, has it?
Well, we
One
got
of them
Actually,
has.
there's one I'm
the
sitting
real
next to him.
person you're going to go talk to.
And
yeah?
it is acceptable to kill innocents because you are saving others. Is this how your
told
logic
you what
works?
I saw. I saw the possession. I don't know what to tell you. There's weird shit in your city.
We see
and we are just
possessions.
people passing by.
Yes, you are people passing by. Do not kill innocents of a city that you are visiting.
I helped them. All of them still live. Sure, they might be damaged. They might be hurt. But with a little time, they will be back to full strength.
Admittedly, there's not a defense for whatever that was, or at least not one that I understand. But our actions as a collective mitigated that damage, and in whatever the hell's going on, much to Shun's point, we are evidently crucial elements in solving and fixing whatever it is that's causing these desecrations. There's one lizard folk awaiting interrogation. There is a consecration that needs to take place, as determined, must be done by Sabhir. That's not for nothing. And additionally, I did save one of the guards from the crocodile.
Yes, I saw that.
Would
The
have
guard
timed
that,
otherwise.
the guard that you sent down there in the first
First
place.
of all, I didn't send anyone anywhere. All right, the crocodile attacked, and also, how would she possibly know that I did anything?
Yeah,
I didn't
she's-
choose the target of the crocodile.
You were in line of sight.
I deflected.
You gave him
an
a good
attack.
pat on the back.
I deflected an attack. All right. It's not my choice who gets hit. Get good, other guard. Get a fucking better shield. I don't know. All right.
Rahel.
And I saved his ass.
Rahel, like, the old woman stands in between Nishara and the rest of you. It is a dangerous business, attacking insurgents, and perceptions and beliefs, while maybe should not have been acted on irrationally in a very quick way, may still have the intention of kind intent, as they have demonstrated time and again. And she just... We will begin questioning soon.
I'll
But
be
you're-
joining.
Or are we still invited?
For now.
Oh, great.
But your friend's punishment is still to be determined. And it will be more severe now that she has
Fair enough.
escaped.
Fair enough.
Such a strong term.
And she turns, and you can see, like, members of her pack coming from different parts of, like, you know, some of them helping assuage some citizens that were upset, some of them trying to help the people that were injured, some of them going and, like, getting materials to, like, help with whatever's going on, some of them talking to guards. They're starting to come back together and meet with her. Tashir and Rahel also join and they start walking across this this one structure, this bridge, to follow where Hazel was being taken to. And you see the guards there, some of them on the bridge just looking, and some of them like going to either sides, trying to look around the oasis. And Sifu's on the bridge there and just kind of like, well, they are okay. Nobody died. And
Well,
One did.
None that Hazel attacked.
none of your victims died.
I mean, I would. It's tough to be part of. All right.
Yes, let us depart.
Right. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and we were gonna check the lizard folk for stuff, arcane trappings, that sort of thing.
Yeah, so you find so you start moving across the bridge, the guards taking lizard folk with you, and you enter the other cliffside, and it looks like a sheer cliff, but then the guards that are standing in between, they move to the side, and you see Sifu walk up, put his hand up against the wall, and then just like it shears open, and you all walk up into this spiral staircase that leads to this chamber. Now, from the outside, the cliffside looks entirely sheer and empty, but as you guys are going up the spiral staircase, there are from the inside like windows, like holes. Like you can't really see from the outside in, but you can see from the inside out until you make it to this chamber at the top. There's certain landings that you guys can get off of, but you guys keep going all the way to the very top, where there's this circular room with a circular table in the center, and you see 4 seats on either side, like across from each other. Each of the 4 priests take their spot at these tables, at the table, but they stay standing, they don't sit, and then you see Nashara's pack kind of go off to one side, and you see the guards line up on the other side with the lizard folk. The guard takes.
Sorry. Does the lizard, the tattoo thing? Did that look like it was an arcane sort of carving that he was like? Is it like I'm set to explode when certain conditions are met, like a ritual situation?
Make an investigation check, or Arcana, or history or religion.
Am I getting help from the people?
If anybody would like to inspect whatever's carved on their, or marked on their chest, you can.
I thought the soldiers were gonna help you, right?
The soldiers
Like previously.
yeah.
got all the materials off of him, so they just put the stuff on the table. But you can look at the tattoos on his chest.
Yeah, I'd like some help on that.
Shun,
Shun
Sabhir,
remembers
Hazel.
the tattoos on some of the guys.
What?
Shun remembers the tattoos on some of the cultists, if that can help in any way.
Okay.
Just try to see if it is or is not.
So you
Then in
move
that
the
case,
cloth.
I get a dirty 20.
You move the cloth out of the way. Shun, Hazel, and Sabir, and Augie, immediately you recognize the tree with the leafless branches and the twisted trunk. The tree in the shape of a skull, which is the symbol of the Verdoran. This is a Verdoran cultist.
I am not there.
Oh yeah, Hazel's not there. That's right. Hazel's in the water.
Unless you're hiding in the wings or
I am-
slithering.
You could probably hide successfully in my bushel of hair.
It is a fantasy game,
Okay.
isn't it?
Yeah. So I see the tattoo and I go, there it is. Get one of them.
You got me. And what
Well,
are you
then,
going to do with me now?
Probably ask you a whole bunch of questions.
Questions I don't have an answer to.
Oh, you don't know what I want to know. Let's go, mate. Sorry, I say to the guards for the delay there. It was felt like it could have been a sort of, you know, glyph type situation where, oh, it's certain conditions met. You know, we want to avoid those things. I encounter them a lot. I don't know if you know this. I'm an archaeologist. It's very fun.
And just for clarification purposes, I missed where we walked into. Did we walk into the genuine temple?
No, you're
Okay.
across
All
the
right.
bridge away
Opposite
in
side.
a different area. Yeah.
All right. 10-4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is where Hazel was supposed to be.
Tashir steps up, the fire ganassi with simple black robes. I will permit any of you to take the first, to lead the questioning, if you wish.
Okay. Shun, did you want to start or?
Mine is of a personal nature. It can wait.
All right then. So I don't have as much information on the Verdoran as I'd like. So my questions may be rather general. And I hope that doesn't get in the way. But you know what? It would probably make sense to ask them here as well. So, laddie, your goal was to desecrate the lands here. Why?
The gods of death stand in the way of Anara's return.
Yes, the gods of death are in the way. Is that because they gatekeep the dead?
They are the ones who ensure her imprisonment and death.
Right. Wonderful. Just like we like it. So your aim... That's curious though. Are you suggesting that by desecrating their lands, you are weakening their access to their faithful?
That is exactly what we are doing. And once the gods of death are done with, Anara will come back and save us all from the withering.
Okay. From the withering? What exactly is the withering? I apologize.
It is
New to all this.
This is a term, Shun and Sabir, that you guys have heard before. It is a state of undeath and unlife. A inexistence of being and consciousness. One that we are all doomed to by the gods of death once we expire. But Anara will save us. And she will bring the bloom.
You make no sense. There has been many lives that have been taken by you and your cult,
And they
or
will
just natural causes.
all
and
be
they
saved.
don't turn to the withering, or whatever you want to say.
No.
Sorry, Hoggy. I've
All good?
And what do you call those? And he points at the two lanterns that continue to follow you, Sabir. They have not passed on. They are not alive. They are in a state of inexistence, of in-between, just recounting their death over and over and over again.
Well, I'm not too sure about this one. But at least one of these is for revenge.
and I'll grab it, and I'll put my hand on his skull, and I would like to try to get us both in the memory.
Okay.
Interesting.
You're grabbing the memory of Leora.
The one that, yes, Leora that was killed by him.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're brought back to the moment. This time you're having this weird experience where your vision changes between her perspective and his perspective. And you see yourself stalking up onto this priestess who has moved herself down into the waters and has kind of let the knees reach up to like her mid thighs, and she starts to like hold her hands together and begins to bow her head to pray. And you step on something and it like alerts her, but you can see that her movements are a little hazy, and so you go and you jump in to like attack her with your scimitar. She turns, slices you up the side, and then like falters a little bit, and then you bring down a spear right in between, right in her chest, and she goes down. You rend the spear out, grab her hair, and drag her to the temple steps, where when you take your dagger out, you start to carve out her chest, open her chest, and rip open her ribcage, and go through the process. A lengthy ritualistic process. In that time, you see two figures come to you to help out. One of them is a fire genasi with a piercing on their nose, age lines down the side of her face, crazy eyes, and short hair. Short, like fiery hair. The other figure is a familiar face. Dark skin, dark black beard, with simple beige and white robes, and a sort of like headpiece to kind of keep from the cool. The other individual present is the guy from the other memory that threw the victim off the cliff.
Got it. Any chance I'd be able to replay the memory and have them swap?
Yes, you can do that. So now you kind of act as a third party observer, and you see the scene play out again, where they are in their bodies, but their minds are split. So Leora is like taking over and doing all these things. Once the memory plays out and you are brought back to reality, both of the lanterns dissipate and disappear. And you see Sifu like stand up, and all the priests are looking at you, and they're like, He is a chosen. He truly is. They have passed on. Sifu stands around, grabs you. I don't know. Tell us what you saw.
We are not finished with the questioning, but Augie, I believe he'll be more apt to answer. Same with you, Shun.
And I'll look at the lizard folk. Just
Those are only dreams and memories. I can make it real.
and I'll just slip back.
And he just changes his gaze from you to like Augie and Shun. And Sifu comes to you. What did you see?
There's 3. 3 conspirators.
And you see the pack, Nashara's pack, starts to talk amongst each other. The lanterns, the remnants of their spirit, they have passed on. When there is
Good.
business unfinished, they linger. By seeing whatever it is that you saw, they have moved on to the next world, to Sobnu's tests. What did you see?
I saw the complete memory.
And you know that
That
there
one.
are 3 conspirators.
Yes. I'd like to talk amongst my party, if that is okay with you.
He looks at everybody else. Nashar is kind of like a little angry still about the whole thing. Rahel,
Sure, it can be, dude.
Rahel is smiling. She's like really pleased about this whole thing. And you see Tashira's got like a neutral expression. And he just kind of nods to Sifu.
I'd like to continue questioning, if that's alright, but if you feel like we need to chat first, he's not going anywhere, so...
Oh,
sure.
no. No. Ask your questions. All the information I've gained, I'll tell you.
Oh. Okay. Alright. Back to chatting it up with Laddie here. So, okay, withering. Right, you think that everyone's doomed to a life of death, and Nara will free you from that and bring the bloom, which, frankly, great tagline, bring the bloom, love it. Absolutely unhinged, but good marketing. So, you want to disrupt, knowing that that is their intention, do I know of any temples, that underwater where I'm from, where that might be of interest to them?
Temples regarding like Anara or
other gods of death.
so there is a trench deep down in the middle of the Ardesian Ocean. This whole territory, which is considered like a giant sort of mass graveyard for sea life in general, is considered a sort of temple to Lady Osadax. She is the god of death for the underwater peoples. While you have certain specific ritualistic ceremonies for the deceased for you guys that vary from region to region, the trench of Osadax, the Lady Osadax's trench, is reserved for like people that don't really deserve the dignity of a good burial. Also, it's really hard to get there. But this is also kind of a place of worship. It's a place that's a void, but it's a place of worship.
Sure.
Aside from that, I would say that's the god of death one. I don't know if you want like other...
No, that would be the first thing that I think of. Alright, so... I have been informed that the Verdoran cult are an up-and-coming problem. So... I mean, I can see your methods are... Let me rephrase that. I can see one aspect of your methods. And they're rather gruesome, targeted, certainly. But I guess your sights are trained onto the freedom of a god imprisoned by other gods. You aim to weaken those gods by interfering with their temples, therefore their access to their faithful, and I guess after you free Anara, what exactly do you expect to happen? What is she to do?
Deliver us to paradise.
How? Does she embody one of you? One of you become her avatar? Does
No.
she come from wherever it is that she's imprisoned? Where is she imprisoned? Do you know?
She's imprisoned by the gods of death and by those who have imprisoned her in the singing spheres.
In the singing spheres. Okay, singing spheres. Does that ring a bell? Do I know anything about the singing spheres?
Make a history, religion, or arcana check. And I'm gonna tell you, it's a very high DC.
Well, I'm a nerd, so let's go ahead and do some history. Hooah! 19.
The DC was 18.
Oh shit! Alright, cool, let's
yeah.
go.
19.
That was a history 19.
History 19.
Yeah.
Singing spheres is something incredibly obscure. It's been referred to as, like... You know that it's basically like a ball. It's a ball usually made of some kind of stone or metal of some sort. And it has, like, holes along the surface of it.
Okay.
Best that you know about it, it's something from the Ancients. The Ancients is a race of people that existed before the Great Punishment. They were a technologically advanced civilization. And this is just something that, to the best of your knowledge or what archaeologists can make of it, something that people had in their homes to, like, you know, play music. There's a certain hum to them every once in a while. That's all you know.
Okay. Alright. So she's imprisoned in the singing spheres. That doesn't make any sense. Do you get that? It's not... It's like saying that...
It wouldn't to someone as simple-minded as you, who does not see the truth.
Is the truth something that simple-minded people are incapable of seeing?
Those who have not opened themselves to the eyes and the hope of Anara and to the bloom? No.
I think your conception of truth is flawed, mate. But that's, I guess, a conversation for slightly less unhinged people. Allow me to frame it this way then. How exactly does a admittedly ancient relic and artifact of the ancients that to them would be a trinket confine a god, but more so, is she scattered? Is she in some form of massive singing sphere, a particular one? Is that in a specific location? Do you have any of that information?
I am only given the information that is absolutely necessary to prevent things like this.
Alright.
You have
So
thwarted
you don't
my mission.
know the truth either then?
I know what I am meant to know.
Mm.
But though
You're meant
our
to.
attack on the temple has failed, surely my colleagues are miles from this place now. Rest assured that this will not be the only attempt on the temple. More
I
will
use
come.
my mushrooms to reach out to Sabir and basically say, I want to evoke insight check on what he just said about his colleagues being miles away, probably. And I will also insight check.
Go for it.
But yeah, Sabir, I want you to insight check with me, please.
You want me to give you advantage?
No, I want you to do it too, just in case.
Okay.
But I actually rolled pretty well for myself. Dirty 20 on my end.
18.
He believes that his colleagues have taken to the wind, or to the sands, as it were.
Right. Alright, so you don't know the nature of the imprisonment of your goddess, but you believe that you understand how the means of her confinement. You believe you understand who her prison guards are, and you believe you understand how to weaken them in such a way that your god can then free herself and then deliver you, whatever that might mean. So I guess the question that I have ultimately is, what are you seeking beneath the waves?
The greatest god of death, Lady Osadax.
Oh, you really believe you'll get down there?
Well, not me.
Oh, sure. Right, because you'll die here, right?
My life is forfeit, and I will wither until the true believers
bloom.
bring about the bloom.
Right.
It's an interesting point you make. Because we talked to somebody previously before his tongue was ripped out of his head. Very violently, mind you. It's quite beautiful. The splatter. Either way. And he was terrified of the wither, as if it was a permanent thing. Like once you go, you are done. You seem to think otherwise.
He is a non-believer of the salvation. There is no limit to the reach of Anara. He did not truly believe.
So, do you have one amongst your ranks that has lost a hand? It's a mage-like woman. Very, very powerful.
He kind of like tilts his head.
Yeah. He was with her. You believe him to be weak of mind in your spirit and your mission? One of her ranks. I would assume someone with someone so powerful would probably have to be at least halfway decent themselves. And have to have at least some sort of merit amongst your ilk. And if he is to say and be terrified, well then maybe you are the one who is being misled. And you should be the one who is afraid at this moment. With her.
Make an intimidation check.
Intimidations plus 3, 18.
He rolled in that one. You definitely see that you've gotten into his head. And he like starts looking at Augie and looking at Sabir, and like you see that he kind of just like starts like he looks between the three of you and then all the priests, and then just kind of like keeps going back to Sabir over and over and over and over and over again, and like
Hey, you're with me now. What are you thinking?
it has to be true. And he just like stares at Sabir. It has to be true.
Has to be.
I'll put my spear on the ground for more intimidation, and I'll just kind of start raking it against the ground.
He
Subtly.
Does that when I need to focus. It gets the mind, in a state
I'll
of
just
thought.
kind of mime the whole like gut thing.
He also does that to make me laugh. But I'm not in a laughing mood right now.
There is only one path, and that is the bringing about of Anara.
Sure.
I will believe in my colleagues. The believers, the true ones, will help save her and end this madness that is whatever you all are.
That sounds great. Also, before I forget, devils. You see, I have a particular interest looking the way I do. When people call me Goatman, it's actually quite a compliment compared to the other things. but devils. Huh. Why do you all care about devils? Or is that not something you're privy to? You know, I don't mean to make fun of you, but maybe you really don't know anything, like you were saying earlier.
We
Maybe
have
your
no
faith is
interest in
misled.
the abominations of the hells or the abyss.
Are you sure? Because me and some friends, we also met some of your kind, trying to release one. And do you know who killed it? Little old me. And that is why I'm stuck with a god who's right. He's an asshole. And I am supposed to bind him. And I would like to know why you guys care, and why I have been set upon this path because of you.
We have no interest in devils or the abyss. Our only devotion is to Anara.
Got it. Yeah. You know what? Blind faith is still faith. Enjoy your wither.
I think I've gotten almost everything I need.
The guards will like lift him to his feet, and
What do you take him?
yeah.
So sorry. What other plans are you aware of that should have already happened or are going to happen?
The assault on the temple failed. But we will not stop trying.
There you go. Solid. You really... I'll- Thank you for your cooperation. You've been a right twat, but a useful one. Cheers. And I'll take a step aside.
The guards will lead him out.
From down the
It
hall.
would be a good idea. Maybe chaining him to a rock for the vultures.
How Greek myth of you.
What is your name?
Now you ask.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry, did we offend you?
Yeah.
They carry him off. His name's Sarvik, by the way. Not that anybody cared at the moment.
No.
I do not care for a dead man.
A
Damn.
withering man.
Only those who are dying.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Sorry, Shun. I do
Um,
not
not
care
pass
for a
on.
withering, but for a dead one.
With that, Rahel steps forward. She looks at everybody else, all the other priests, and then looks back at you. We will search out the co-conspirators of the lizard folk of Sarvik. But I think the threat has been passed and squashed. We are prepared to open the temple now.
Just like that.
I will mentally reach out to Sabir and just say, if you're given the, I don't know, freedom to bring in who you want, I assume that includes Hazel.
Of course,
Okay.
she is one of us. She will forever be one of us.
Alright. Just, checking it for the sake of her not being sent off to jail instantly.
I did not see her in jail. Did you?
No.
Then I guess she is as free as we are.
I don't know if in the same manner, but certainly in the same spirit.
We cannot contain her.
No. No, we can't.
Not as simple as that. We will ensure
That was mental.
No, I know. She's responding to Shun.
Gotcha.
We will ensure that the threat has for sure passed, but given the work that you all have done, once the consecration ritual is complete and we are satisfied with an investigation, a thorough investigation of the oasis, we believe it is now safe to open the temple again.
Okay.
Wonderful. Which means we get to do Sabir's sort of... what is it, test, is it?
Yeah, we get to climb a mountain for the third time today.
I haven't climbed a mountain once today.
Yeah, I know.
Hazel,
Yes.
where are you right now? We're gonna call it soon.
I am just swimming through the water.
And that's
Does this water end like anywhere, or does it just keep going to like? Does it connect to another waterway that'll get me out of the oasis, or am I like trapped in like
it connects to
pond?
it connects to another waterway. It does. So
Awesome.
the oasis, if you dive
Treacherous.
deep enough, there's like springs that feed the oasis. They're not very big, they're not very strong, but there are some underwater like supplies. As you continue going towards, so you know how I described that the oasis is kind of triangular in a certain way. So you guys came from this side. There's one sheer temple here and the temple of Sobnu here. As you go further this way, it opens into a smaller triangle. And one of them goes behind the cliff side of the Temple of Sobnu. There's this large sort of area where there is a stream that goes into the oasis. You are able to swim up there behind these cliff rocks and kind of like get out of the water. There are some people that are there. Like there are people that stay in this kind of outcropping that's protected by this large sort of empty space in between, like around, surrounded by cliff, surrounded by mountain sort of plateau stuff. But yeah.
All right. Well, then I'll just swim to that point, kind of get out of the water, and go to a place where it's not super obvious that I turned from snake to woman. And hope for the best.
Cool. And that's what we're gonna call it for tonight.
Hell yeah.
Thank you all for joining.
That was a crazy session.
Yeah,
My
fucking
God.
wild. Not at all how I planned it, but I'm so much happier with this.
Yeah, that was insane.
So now you know a little extra something about the lanterns. Now you know a little something extra about the Verdoran cult.
Yeah. Augie is...
Huzzah, indeed.
He's quite pleased with this.
Yeah, you guys have a lot of information now.
Yeah. Speaking of, does anybody at the temple, at the oasis rather, have access to sending?
You can ask next session.
Hi, can you reach out to my people, and then to the
Yeah.
criminal that's at large?
Yeah, I was thinking along the lines of if they could enchant like a scroll that I could use or something, but just as well.
Oh, you know who has one of those? Hazel.
She has an enchanted sending spell.
I don't think.
I used it.
She used it. I think Sabir still has one.
I do. I think I have multiple.
Which I will remind you as well, Kalaim and his people are interested in knowing updates about the Verdoran cult if you all are interested in sharing with them.
That's adorable. You don't give a fuck about that.
It's all about us. No, we understand.
I mean, up to you guys, whatever you want to do.
We are going to compartmentalize, and we are going to form our own cult, and then we will not tell other people their things, make them go on missions, have them recruit other people, tell them that we are the chosen,
As one does.
and then
That's
everything
right.
will be fine. We have to come up with a really good name, though. Well, what did the guy say? Begin to bloom or something?
Bring the bloom.
Bring the bloom.
Solid tagline, dude. For real.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Cause the chaos.
I mean, that is
Not bad.
That's a
pretty
good one.
sentient.
I
Yeah.
like that one.
I think it's very accurate to any cult that Hazel might be a part of. Yeah.
We definitely have
Hazel
our day.
would become a member of a cult.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Absolutely.
Probably try to start one.
Mhm.
So, and then they decide that she was too much and try to get rid of her, even though she started the cult.
I think you definitely get a few extremely loyal zealots.
Probably.
You're
Yeah.
telling
be
me there's
terrified.
membership fees?
Maybe the temple is the friends we made along the way.
Yeah.
But it comes with discounts.
You get this yearly pass, but there are blackout dates.
You have to coordinate with somebody else in order to attend.
What do
Like,
you mean I can't go on Memorial Day?
their
It's the
turn.
one day I have off.
Yep. That's why it's a blackout day.
Yep.
That's right.
It's easy, just spend more money. As soon as you pay more, those can just
it's
be
we're
gone.
gonna provide them with the first book while we're currently writing the third, so the second's ready
Yeah.
to go, and they're gonna have to climb a ladder of sorts, right?
Yeah, yeah. Maybe
We could
like a
call it the-
pyramid type situation.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, or maybe like because Pillow's obviously gonna be the deity. It's like the quills,
Naturally.
right? So
Yeah.
you're starting at the base, and then you want to get toward like the thoracic area, and then like eventually you just want to be the
Move up to the head. That's right.
crown pike.
That's solid. Crown Pike. That's
Yeah.
good. That's a good title. Insanity.
Yep.
Hazel.
Wild fucking session, guys.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Shall we?
Straight up.
Shall we raid?
Shall we raid?
Yeah, dude.
Let
for
us
sure.
raid.
Yeah.
Who
shall
we raid?
Quests and Jess is
Yeah,
on. Those
that's right.
natural
I was
ones is
seeing-
on. We rated
seeing
those
quest
natural ones
key.
last time, I think. I think we did Quest and Jess this time.
Question, Jess? Okay.
Sure.
Why not?
Yeah.
I was hanging out on Booty's stream last night. He's playing Ghost of Tsushima. It was pretty fun.
Yeah?
Pretty fun. Yeah.
Nice.
I have started
Oh,
the
yeah.
raid.
Fantastic.
Let them know who sent you. Give them a follow
Yes.
if you haven't already. They're great. They've helped us a lot, and they're just really cool peeps.
Yeah, yeah.
Yay, yay!
Oh man.
I fucking love this session. That was pretty great. Hazel, you fucking wild.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, what can I say?
That's how
It's
I
been a
roll.
while since I did something crazy.
No. No.
Really?
I agree with Shun on that as well. I
Feel-
do think that the degree of insanity was like
It
on.
hit a new level for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We've learned the line not to cross. Anything regarding Pillow.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, I mean, wow.
Honestly, aside from Pillow, I don't think there would ever be a reason for me to attack you. So,
What if he refused to make you food?
I don't think I'd attack
She's thinking
him.
about it. She had to think about it.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's because of that moment right there that you can't even plan for it.
That's right.
10 seconds.
I mean, I might be a little annoyed, but like, attack? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2.
Bye!
Did it send it?
And we're